Yeah, same here.
Oh no!
Hello,
You are
everyone.
now
Oh
heard
my.
Greetings.
Why would people want to hear me?
I'm scared.
because you're cute.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
We are not turning this into a fucking Kashak Zeus or other people cute, okay? This is fucking D&D. Now you buck up and shush you.
You die first. Perish.
Folks, welcome to the first quote-unquote session for Fedoras. Now, for people who were playing before, Stargazer, I believe you're our newest member for this group. Nutella was here for a session prior before we ended the other campaign for Grim Hollow. So, as the newest player, very quick, right? Before I actually do the introduction, how nervous are you?
I mean, a little bit. I'm concerned, like, just how things will go, but otherwise, I mean...
So, one thing to note, this is not a competitive game.
Yes.
Huh?
That's what you
My
think.
main concern when it came to D&D was I know there are some DMs that like to kill people, like, you know, it's just... It turns into a murder fest for people's characters, and I'm like, I figured for you, like, you're not, you know...
Well,
That's not
speaking
what
of
you
that,
do.
I am not running the Death House for you guys at the start, so you
Oh,
have no
thank God.
do not have to worry about Death House at level 1.
Oh,
Maybe
phew, thank goodness.
You don't even
have
know
to worry about what?
Death House.
I
Hooray.
have no clue what that is.
No,
So-
we just Google that real quick.
You're better off not knowing.
No, you're not allowed to Google it because it's not being thrown at you at level 1.
Joking.
Oh, but it will
Oh.
make it. Oh.
Great.
I got a raid already.
Not
Oh,
at
that's
level
big.
1 though. Yo,
Y'all.
Great
Yo,
Pog.
hello.
Yo, let's go.
Hello. Oh, it's Kai. Hello, Kai.
if you're going to be interacting in chat, Rook, make sure
Yep.
you push the talk on.
I am about to.
Folks. So, Stargazer, no, you don't have to worry about me killing your character. Basically, I don't pull punches, but I don't target either.
Yeah, I'm good.
Generally, if
Definitely.
you are down, right?
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Rook. We are doing our first session of Curse of Strahd, which is super exciting. Okay. I wasn't prepared for this. None of my moderators are here, so I'm. Oh, you were playing Destiny 2, Kai. How was that going? Gonna lurk. Sorry to raid and run. Have a great stream. Thank you. I appreciate the raid. Okay. So for reference, since we're doing D&D and I am gonna be more so focused on the game a bit here, I might not interact with chat as much as I could, but I will do my best.
Why don't we?
All carbs, bro. I'm a diet. You know I can't do that.
I unmute and it's just Mini going, I can't do that.
I can't fucking do that, bro.
Folks, you should have a thing called campaign rules and whatnot now, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
Just
blank.
popped up.
Yep.
Yep.
Closed it.
There's no
First rule
rules.
of campaign.
No
there
rules.
is
I'm
no
gonna
rules.
eat the blue one. I'm gonna eat the blue one.
Which
I'm going to
blue
eat
one?
Zeus.
Oh.
No, do not eat me. What?
Drinking?
Why?
So you should see one called drinking right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We are going to have drinking rules.
Oh boy.
Is that halal?
We're going to have inspiration rules. In inspiration, I will explain as we get more through there.
I'm gonna break all of these rules.
So
Very quick.
anything banned.
I did not do the actions, whatnot. So Stargazer, after I'm done doing this, I will post the action. I will get the action in here.
Okay.
Combat rules. There will be combat rules here. And the last but not least, death rules.
Okay.
So we'll have four main categories of rules. Drinking rules, we're all going to decide together. So, everyone, minus Nutella, because Nutella, I'm sorry, you cannot drink, so therefore I will not give you an option here.
Not legally.
Not. Hey, no, bad Nutella.
Yo, can we ban this guy? What the fuck, bro?
Just move to Canada, then you'll be legal.
True.
I bet. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right.
The border
I don't
to
know
play.
why, but for some reason, I just don't like the sentence, just move to blank, there you'll be legal. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. Maybe we shouldn't go down that road, huh, guys?
Phrasing. Phrasing.
Phrasing is
Over.
You're
important.
in the wrong fucking group.
All right. So here's what we're going to do, right? I'm going to start off just to give an example for drinking rule number 1. If you roll a natural 1, you take a sip.
Uh-huh.
Simple, right?
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna get.
Is
We're,
that
we're
of drink 1 or drink 2?
you're going to take a sip.
Of drink 1 or drink 2?
Your choice.
Okay.
Melon, you're
Huh?
up next. What's the next drinking rule?
What do you mean? What's the next drinking rule?
You're choosing one.
His homework.
I don't know. I don't have anything to drink. Like I'm.
Do you not drink alcohol?
No, I just don't have anything on me.
That's
I'm trying
fine.
to save money.
No, that's fine. You don't have to. You get to choose a rule that everyone must follow, even if you're not drinking that night.
Uh,
Make sure everyone's thinking of one.
I don't know. Yeah.
If you get downed,
All
I
right, we're
think a sip.
Everyone-
Yeah, just skip me. Just go to Mini.
all right. Melon, Minnie, go.
If you get downed, you take a sip.
All right. Remember, you don't have. You can also force if you roll something. You can make other people sip too. Just saying.
Ah.
Rook.
If I roll 20, the DM takes a sip.
Yeah,
That's
you
real.
you'll win D&D by making the DM fucking pass out.
I just
The perfect clap.
I could set up a
Oh, the
rule that
perfect
would
goal.
I could set up a rule that would be like fucking terrible for everyone but me
Oh.
because I have a crit fishing class and I could do anytime you land a crit somebody else drinks. And I crit on a 16.
Ew.
No,
Whoa.
no. That's not how that works. So you must.
No,
That's not exactly how that works, Rogue.
Maybe every time you fail a con save, take a sip.
Fail a con. Is it?
Real con safe in game, you take a sip, you roll one in real life. I get it.
All right.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think at least one person in here is a furry, guys.
Oh my god, I
Wait,
can't
what?
believe it.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking
Oh,
at
no,
you.
please,
Furry?
no,
Oh
get
my
him
God,
out of here.
no.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
We should stay calm.
Hey, Minnie. Before I mute, we are focusing. We are doing the rules, and then we can go to shenanigans. So, Rook, you've done yours. Stargazer, what would your rule like to be, or what would your like to be a rule?
What do we have right now?
If you roll a natural 1, you must take a sip. If you get downed, you take a sip. If you fail con save, you take a sip.
If you get a natural 20, the DM or the DM takes a sip.
What if the DM rolled a nat 20?
Everyone takes a sip.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
I mean, it's only fair, guys.
Oh.
yeah.
But he
I mean,
controls
it is
multiple
natural 20.
Roll
It's
better than-
natural 20. Not
Considering
30.
he rolls so
Just
many
roll
more dice
And
than we
then be
do.
like, rest in peace, bozo. It's the okay, we got this. It's like how many against one? We got this, okay?
How many of us are gonna pass out first before the DM?
Heyo!
Huh.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your drinking
there.
roll?
I don't know if anybody rolls a nat 1, drink water.
Oh.
We already have. If you roll natural 1, you must take a sip. These are drinking rules. They cannot. They must involve alcohol.
so
Okay, if you roll a natural 2, drink water.
If you roll 2,
Drink
It's
water.
Hydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
wait, no. I said it must be alcohol related, not hydrate.
Oh, ew.
No.
Hmm.
You have
Heyo.
to stay sober so you can drink more alcohol. It is alcohol related. What do you mean?
Dale, roll me a persuasion check using your character sheet.
Yeah.
Persuasion
Oh.
check using my character sheet. Okay, fine. Let me pull up
Oh.
my character.
Can I also do that for asking Kashak for $20 for
All
fun?
right. Let's see. How do you
Is that
read
what
that?
everyone-
Do I just click this? Oh, here we go. Normal? Hey, there we go.
You privately rolled that.
I privately rolled that. Fuck. Hang on. Let me.
How are you
Make that
privately
public.
rolling
How do you
dice? What?
private?
Kashak.
There are ways.
Above the little chat box thing, there's a thing you could drop
Oh,
down menu. You
public
can set it
roll.
to private.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see. You said persuasion. The last one was a perception, I think. Oh, I got the same number anyway. Enjoy.
Nice.
Okay. If you roll nat 2, that's hydrate.
I like how when I set up my character, it looked fucking different.
All right. Zeus,
Yes.
what are you drinking? You roll.
You know, with all that shenanigans, I forgot exactly what it was. I had something in mind, but I forgot it now.
The
Nice.
food is ran too early.
If we go into a tavern, everyone must take a drink of some kind.
If you
That
walk
makes
into a
sense.
tavern, so what
That
happens if you
makes
go in and out? What happens if someone keeps walking in and out of the tavern? Do they have to keep dipping?
Yes.
Okay.
Chug,
Fuck
chug.
it,
Every
we've
time
all-
you
You're
walk into a
awful. You guys are
tavern,
awful.
every time you walk into a tavern, even
Does a
if you just
saloon
walked
count?
out, you
How about
must
it-
have to. Yes.
So if you walk through a tavern door, how about that?
Yes. If you walk through a tavern door,
All right.
What about
so
an
I'm
if
never
you
inn
gonna
walk
at
through
the
the
bar?
front door, if you walk through the front door of the tavern, you have to take a drink.
I will break into every fucking place, sneaking through the back door.
Question. Okay, question for the
I will
DM.
avoid the
Like,
front door.
like actual question. Does it count as walking for me since I don't have legs?
Yes. Don't be,
What is
don't
someone's
be
race
technical
roll
either.
now?
You're not
Okay,
getting out of
That
it.
makes no sense. I knew this guy who is not a vampire who lost his legs. Holy sword, don't ask about it. But he still couldn't crawl over the fucking threshold of a house without being invited in, okay? It counts.
How did you meet this guy?
All
Don't
right.
worry. about it.
Business
From high
meeting.
school.
All right. So we're missing one person. Melon.
Fuck. um. Fuck. I'm so bad at just coming up with stuff on the fly.
Yeah, so am I.
Dude. This is the worst. Can I just pass? Can I just give it to you later? Because I can't think of something. I don't want to keep everybody.
To be decided.
Okay.
All right. Inspiration rolls. These are pretty par for the course. For some reason, my mouse.
Hijacked.
I'm sorry, my mouse was acting up a little bit. It has been all week.
You need a new mouse?
Out there.
Yeah, I need to order one. I'm gonna order one after D&D tonight because no one reminded me on my stream on Tuesday.
What?
Nutella.
Sorry,
I
hon.
didn't know you needed one. I would have reminded you.
I wouldn't.
Of course you want it. Inspiration rolls. These are pretty synonymous. They're in all my games and whatnot. Basically, if you are going to roll a d20, you can use an inspiration to get advantage on that roll. Or if you fail a saving throw, ability check, or attack roll, you can re-roll. So it basically just covers your bases, so that way you possibly have a chance of not getting fucked.
I see.
Yeah, write those down, please. My dyslexic ass got sidetracked by the
I
seventh
will.
fucking rule, and I'm like, that's too many letters. And by then, most of the shit was already said.
Yeah, why are there too many syllables in it?
That makes no sense. What does that stand for?
I can't read that shit.
There be dragon.
Also, there is no inspiration stacking in this campaign compared to Cardinal, so don't try. You can't not stockpile inspiration
Why not?
because I'm saying so.
How rude.
I love being just a squishy random sorcerer with 17 AC for no fucking reason. It's fantastic.
You have higher AC than I do?
What the fuck?
I do believe so, yes.
How dare.
Yeah. Although
Still
my
think I have the
character,
highest.
I rolled ungodly, so
Okay. So, I will give the information. I will give the optional rules for combat, and these are subject to change. However, of note, I'm going to post what the if I can direct the attention to people for player resources for homebrew rules. I'm going to post these in here. Healing potions of any rarity, if self-consumed, or a bonus action to interact with. We are keeping that.
mhm.
And if you take the attack action with a light melee weapon you're holding one hand, you make an additional attack against the same target with a second light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You can make this additional offense attack a maximum once per attack action, no matter how many attacks you have. Alternatively, you can use a bonus action to attack a different target using the second light melee weapon. In all cases, you don't add your ability modifier to damage to the additional attack unless the modifier is negative. This rule is bypassed by 2-weapon fighting if you are going down that route eventually. However, I don't think any of you are planning on going down that route. So I'll post those momentarily, but that's going to be that. And also, death rules. These are if you die, you have the
Yes.
opportunity. You'll have the opportunity to bring the character back. However, there will be a consequence.
I do like concept.
Or you can just roll a new character. Also, we will be playing with the optional rule Fireball Your Leg Off. If you roll a natural 1 to a saving throw against a effect, it is double damage.
Oh, I fuck with that though. That makes sense. You fumble the bag so hard, you just get full blasted with it. Are
This
we
is
also
gonna
doing the rule?
suck.
Sorry.
So, what I mean by double damage means you're taking double the dice. So if you roll a natural 1 against a level 3 Fireball, you're instead of 8d6, you're taking 16d6.
I'm crying.
Bro, I have 10 HP.
I don't think we're gonna get hit with a
Fireball at you
fireball
at
yet.
level
You're
1.
fine.
Jack throwing a fucking level 6 spell at us at level 1.
Chuck, of course he would.
Whoever survives gets inspiration. Go.
Making me drink again.
One shot
I
the
mean-
whole party.
Also, everyone, on your character sheet, please mark off an inspiration. Seeing how you have all shown up to the first session, you have all been inspired to stay alive.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
I think I have
Where is that?
inspiration. It's like pulsating now. It's at the
Oh,
top
yeah.
right when you pull up your character.
I don't
Right
like
in
the
your
way
portrait.
you're fucking throbbing at me, bro. I don't
It's
know.
on, yeah, it's on your portrait. Yeah, it's the top right one.
Ah, okay. Yes, I see.
So wait,
Pulsating
Whoa.
dice.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Mine isn't pulsating at me. I feel ripped off.
It needs to be blue.
It is
Yeah.
blue.
Oh,
Oh,
If it dabba dee dabba die.
it's okay if it doesn't pulsate. I think they have pills for that nowadays, so you're fine.
Oh, okay, there, inspiration. There we go.
it's over.
Are we also doing the rule where if you get downed and then brought back up, it causes a level of exhaustion?
No.
It's to break the fucking thing. No? Okay, in that case, remember guys, optimal healing is watch a man go down and bring him back. We got this. Min-max every goddamn HP we can get. Meanwhile, I'm here. If I had healing, I would heal a little scratch, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I'm gonna be right back. I just realized I left the thing on.
Oh.
So
there's a
who
small
all
chance I might
has
lose
healing
power,
abilities?
Who has
Why is everybody rolling privately?
Who all has healing abilities?
No. I do the opposite of healing.
I have AC ability.
I might have one.
And before we go through and whatnot, does anyone have any additional questions before we start tonight's narration?
I'm back.
Also, if you wish to close your character sheet and whatnot, all you have to do is click close and whatnot. Or you can pop it out if you're using the web browser, which everyone here is using the web browser, so that way you can use multiple monitors.
Huzzah.
I have mine popped out onto my drawing
I would
tablet.
recommend popping it out. Yeah, it's very useful.
So there might be a chance I lose power, so if I randomly disappear, that is why.
He hates us. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. Wait, what's everybody's pronouns in here? Quick. just double check.
Actually, yes, please. We'll go through, and also I believe everyone wrote them when they were going through. If you
Oh
look,
yeah,
check
it says
down.
so at the bottom
Oh
left.
shit!
Yeah,
It says, oh, that is big. Okay.
everybody's just a he him.
Yeah.
Except
Aside
Zeus is
from
just
Zeus.
Zeus.
Or is that other than
Zeus.
Zeus?
Wait,
Zeus isn't it?
Wait, hold on.
Zeus is Zeus.
Game Master is GM. Melon is Shell.
That was the
my
name. That was the
pronouns?
character
I always
name.
honor
Yeah.
us, bro. See
Very-
us.
very very quick. Is that correct? Everyone's pronouns correct?
Mine is, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I just put random things in.
I'm making sure
Yeah.
before we.
Are your
before we-
pronouns otter?
So what is Zeus's?
Maybe.
Which is
Zeus has no gender.
Zeus is
I
your
am
pronouns.
gender then,
Zeus.
Kashak?
Yeah, hun.
What's your gender, Kashak?
I'm all genders right now.
Beautiful.
Plays all the characters, so
He's literally everybody
Thank you.
else in the
We're gonna have
world.
the all-new chicken ref from.
Can everyone see the map currently?
I want a chicken.
I just see a
wrap. I see a
no,
just see
I
a
see
boy.
black.
black screen,
Black
screen.
baby.
Yep.
I think you need to place down tokens, and then it'll let you see stuff.
Ooh. Can I
That
place
might
my
be
own-
the text. Let me
Because
see.
when you switched over to this, it said that we couldn't see anything because we didn't have a token that could see anything. So I believe you need to add tokens for us to see anything.
It's still fucking dark.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
What the hell? I got dark vision.
Who turned out the lights?
I don't have dark vision.
Wait, do I have vision? Hard stop.
Do any of us have dark vision?
Oh my god, my eyes are
of course I
closed.
have dark.
Give me 1 moment.
What sort of a peasant would play a character that doesn't have dark vision? Can you imagine your eyes
Yeah,
being
gosh.
How about that?
Oh,
I can see now.
Oh my god, I opened my
can
eyes.
see-
now I remember.
Please-
This is
alright.
where we were.
I will say, please bear with me for the first couple sessions, as this is my first time DMing actually using Foundry and whatnot.
Okay.
That-
I will just put you on
how
blast on Twitter. I'm gonna keep it honest with you.
how
If
come
it-
this place smells like feet?
How do I move
If
the
everyone
map?
can move, can everyone please put their tokens one like right
How
here?
do I?
How
I-
How do I
press
get token?
My camera's stuck in the corner.
Ooh, I slide
You
over
have to-
real smooth.
You
there
have
we
to,
go.
It's right click to move your camera around.
right click to move the camera around. If you're going to put your token and whatnot, you want to right click go to your actual character for under the actors tab, right click it and drag it onto the map.
Export or import data? View
No.
artworks?
You should just be able to hold right click. Oh, I guess it's not hold. Is hold left click? By holding left click.
Nope.
No,
What am
can't
I
do
drag?
that.
No, I'm not sure how.
You can't hold left click.
Nope.
No.
You can't drag it.
Can't click and drag it
Oh.
in.
I double clicked.
You double clicked?
I,
there I
I
am.
dragged you on.
Oh, there. Yeah, it's double click.
Ooh, I can use
No.
arrow keys to walk.
It-
Look at this. I'm
I-
running, bro.
I'm dragging people on
Oh,
physically
I
right
can
now.
do ASD. Let's go.
There we
Okay.
go.
You can.
Oh, there I am.
Oh, this bitch got washed up in here, bro.
Whack, whack,
Man.
whack, whack.
A SAR
This-
movement up in here, bro. They ain't ready.
Oh my god,
Man,
not
I'm
the star
using the
movement.
arrow keys. I'm using the
Oh,
arrow
well.
keys, man.
Bro, I've been
Well, you're
practicing my
old school
dodge rolls, bro.
gaming.
They ain't ready.
Oh no, SAR is fired.
Hold on, I'm a snake. I'm
who's-
legally
Who's
obligated
the
to
who's
walk
the
with this.
who's the shush token?
That's
Teo.
Teo.
If you look, it says shish
can't,
others
that's-
may be sleeping.
I can't. That's too
Oh.
small.
I
Just
couldn't even make
zoom
out it says
in.
shush. I'll be
I
honest. with
can't. Can you? Oh shit.
Throw wheel.
You
Oh,
can you
shit,
can
you can't
zoom way in.
you. Bro, I'm a.
Yes, you can zoom way in and whatnot.
Beautiful.
How far can I zoom?
Ah, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's
I can
here.
see that snake in
Amazing.
HD.
I posted a song and whatnot for everyone to put in
Posted a
under the mute
song?
on the mute. Vinny, shut the fuck up.
Sorry. I was very concerned.
Alright, under the music channel and whatnot, I posted a song if people would like to do that and put that on loop. Under
Oh my
music
gosh, it's a
for
furry.
furries and fedoras, I posted Welcome to Baldur's Gate. Go ahead and use that for your music tonight and make sure that's on loop.
Oh,
Is
Well-
it safe for Twitch?
I believe I've used this person before and it should be good.
Safe enough.
Okay.
Where'd you post it?
I have not been caught for this, so I believe it's safe for work when I first looked up this person.
I haven't been caught yet, therefore it's safe.
No, so if I go under him very quick,
No, no,
for
I'm
about
just making a joke. You're fine.
all you're going to have to do is basically when you post your thing, put a credit in the description of the video.
If you post it on YouTube, you just toss a little link to like, this is where the song's from, guys. Check them out. They're pretty cool. And that's it.
Yep, that's under his About Me.
Speaking of things that are pretty cool, never mind.
Raid Shadow Legend.
Raid
No.
Shadow Legend.
No, no.
Okay,
Cobalt.
so I started music.
Am I
Okay.
blind? Where is it?
Raid Shadow Legends? No, thank you. I have over 50.
Hold on.
I have over 50,000 power.
Why are
So
all our
this is
fucking-
just
I
a
hate those fucking
3-minute
games
audio
so
clip.
much.
I'm sorry.
So this is a 3-minute audio clip.
You can loop it.
Yeah, just right click and click loop.
That is the city ambiance for tonight.
Ambiance.
The ambiance.
Oh, the ambiance.
Ambiance.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Do not really like how this was brought in very briefly, but that's okay, I suppose.
I feel like every time Shaq interacts with his group, he regrets it more.
Kind of.
I blame the otter. I don't know. It seems suspicious.
What?
Oh yeah, then the
It's all
otter.
the otter's
Yeah.
fault.
Don't
Well,
blame
definitely.
Otter.
Really agree.
Why
No,
not?
No, no, I blame many.
Wow.
This fucker is just a gremlin.
Me?
You're
I'm
all
a man of God.
gremlins.
Folks,
Indeed. Why, thank you.
if I have your attention,
Sometimes.
and a brief history lesson on Baldur's Gate. Baldur's
Ah,
Gate.
I'm bad at history.
Baldur's Gate began as a harbor town where traders would meet with ghostlighters. Folk along the Sword Coast used lights to lure fog-bound ships to shore. When those ships ran aground, the ghostlighters would scavenge the wrecks and haul their plundered goods to Baldur's Gate, nestled on the north shore of the bend of the river Chiansar, to sell their booty. Hey, that is what it is. So, other words, this youth started as a pirate town. In the years since, Baldur's Gate has grown into a walled city. Today, its foggy streets run red with the blood of unfortunate who fall prey to the evil opportunists, many of whom count themselves as nobles, traders, pirates, and assassins. An army of mercenary soldiers called the Flaming Fists keep order in the city, and these soldiers answer to the Grand Duke, Uldar Ravengard. The members of Flaming Fists don't care about justice, they crave power and coin, and nothing else. But despite the Fist's reputation of cruelty, the Grand Duke is widely regarded as an honorable and reasonable man. This is wide known across the Sword Coast, as you have all traveled down the road, alongside the river Chiansara. Refugees, mercenaries who have joined this caravan. Some of you come from the previous location where this caravan has traveled from. Others do not know, or have heard stories at campfires or have asked and heard rumors. And any rumor you've heard is true. The holy city of Elturel has fallen. The once proud known city where every order alongside the Forgotten Realms, alongside the Sword Coast, underneath the stars of Mistra, has descended into Avernus. A gaping hole where the city once stood, now lays spread to the blood war. Demonic and devils alike spew from the mouth and claim through the material plane, dragging their battle to here. Now, very briefly, before I continue with the narration, please decide if you are from Elturel. This will affect you while here in Baldur's Gate. Melon, are you from Elturel?
No.
Okay. Minnie,
I doubt it.
Nutella?
Unless it is Yeehaw country, then.
No, it's a holy city.
Yeah.
Nutella, are you there?
Oh, did his power go out? Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
Oh.
no.
I think he might have fallen victim to the hordes. Actually, I think he was from that place.
Well,
They got his ass.
his,
They
his,
got his
stream,
ass.
his stream is offline.
We a party of 6 now.
Yep.
Folks, and divine intervention. A rogue imp comes through the caravan as everyone starts running away in panic, carries off a little Harangon out into the distance. Of course, joking. Nutella will join us at a later date for the next session. However, I guess I will leave this up to the players. Think this is technically a prologue. We can wait till next session if we want not to do anything major, as well as, well, we will have to figure out the 8th player situation, as we all know. So if anything, I can make sure we all understand combat and whatnot with the new characters if we learn the Foundry, and we can do that tonight.
Yeah, just like testing how the program actually functions, and I think
All
it
right.
would be good.
I'm going to continue with the introduction, and I will do a private one-on-one session with Nutella to bring him into the city of Baldur's Gate. If Nutella rejoins in a little bit, that'll be fine, but I will let him know.
Okay.
Okay.
I am currently just conversing with him, so that way he understands what's going on.
Okay.
So, Nutella, I will decide if we will get him up to speed another time. I will do that. But now, going back where we were, Rook, you are next. Are you from El Troel?
No.
Stargate, would you like to be traveling from El Troel?
What is that?
El Troel, the city that fell into Avernus, the holy capital.
No.
Okay. Teo.
I'm a holy man, but sure, I'll go from it.
Okay. You are traveling, and you are a refugee of El Troel. You don't have to be born and raised there, but that is the last location that you are a resident of. And last but not least, Zeus. Will you be a resident from El Troel, the holy city?
Sure, why not? I'm a cleric.
Oh, therefore, you two are now bonded. One way or another, you two will have to decide through RP or backstory. You guys can discuss it during in DMs, or we can discuss it together in a different side session. How you two came to know each other in the same. But you folks, you two lived through the descent. On the outskirts of the Holy City, as you are possibly doing daily runs for whatever clergy order you are part of, shopping, feeding the poor, or maybe you were poor yourself and you did not actually live inside the city walls. You escaped the descent of Avernus. Or the descent, what's widely known as the descent. Eldril falling into it. This is also canon alongside Baldur's Gate 3 coming out next week, so if folks are trying to figure out what's going on there, that is a canon event. So this game will take place just after the descent of Avernus.
I don't know what
Okay.
that means, bro. Abracadabra, so true, bro.
The rest of you have joined this caravan as bodyguards, mercenaries, or simple travelers heading to Baldur's Gate. It is safer to travel in pack. It has been a 10-day on the road, but here you are now standing for the gates of Avernus. Welcome to Baldur's Gate, a veritable nest of rats and vipers clinging to rocky slopes overlooking the Charonsa River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as Patriars, gaze down on with veiled contempt upon the common rabble in the grimy lower city, which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn to this place like flies to a carcass. Following the river farther east would eventually lead you to Elturel, the capital of the Holy Land of Eltregard. Or at least, that was the case until a few days ago. The flood of refugees from Elturel has gone worse since news first arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Elturel. We zoom in onto the refugee camp. The refugee, as you are all breaking out night. At the Basilisk Gate, you have been stopped the prior day, and the surge of refugees, the Floating Fist will take people inside tomorrow. But first we start with two holy men who escaped El Chirel. Teo and Zeus. You sit around a fire alongside a couple of different people. Some people you recognize as fellow citizens of El Chirel, but also instinctively, a few others are not and joined you on the road. Going down the list, starting with Teo, can you please describe who you are playing and give us a little bit about yourself? Yourself as a streamer and your character.
Oh god, that's a lot. All right. Hi, I'm Teo, also known as Demon Hunter Games on Twitch. Come check me out. I play a lot of horror games. Woo! For this campaign, or at least until he dies, I will be playing an Air Genasi, known as Python Goofmitch. He's a very enthusiastic, optimistic, ice blue boy who will be healing you or maybe blowing you around with his air and having fun, you know? Can't wait to find out what happened in the town I was just in. Oh my god.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Thank you, thank you.
Is there
Zeus,
a draft
can you-
in here?
Zeus, can you please introduce yourself and also your character?
Why, hello there. I am Zeus. On Twitch, I go by Zeus. I play a variety of different games, and yeah, I am going to be playing today as myself, Zeus, a proto, and basically I am a half organic, half construct, which is basically a protogen. I was the creation of some mad scientist, and I am an escaped servant of said mad scientist. And yeah, essentially.
All right. As the two of you are sitting down, it is probably about the fifth night in a row. Hardtack, biscuits, dried, and stale bread. Your choice of tonight's consumption. What will you be having? Also, wine, of course, because there's never enough wine in the Forgotten Realm.
Tail bread, good sir.
Hardtack. And wine.
As you each munch down on your respective dinners and whatnot, your gloomy group, as not much merriment, you can hear possibly different instruments in the distance. Lyres, flutes, maybe an occasional mandolin. But the whole caravan itself has been rather sour this past 10 days. Alongside of you, a more furred individual. More of feline nature. Just beside you. Stargazer, can you please introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, I am Stargazer Bird. I go by Stargazer Bird on Twitch. For my character, I am playing Brukir, a Tabaxi warlock. That may have a rather haunted backstory. He tends to keep to himself, but as a traveler and a mercenary, got to get money from whatever. So probably found this job. It was probably worth the money to him, and decided to be a guard on this journey.
All right, seems as your guard, you have been promised a payment from a fleeing noble, as you are to guard him while traveling during the day, but at night he feels comfortable enough with his own personal guard. Once you pass the Basel Gate, you'll be paid a sum of 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
So tomorrow, after hearing the prospect of 10 gold pieces, you will be able to reap the benefits of your work.
Okay.
Alongside you. We're just going to go down the list basically here, folks. Melon,
Ah,
you are up. Can you please describe your character?
no. Hey, I'm Melon. Or as on Twitch, I go by Melons and Felons. I play a lot of games and I get mad at a lot of games. It's very fun, but not for me. I am currently playing a Autonome Vanguard, all about shields. I love getting in people's face, blocking damage, all that fun stuff. My character's the same way. I love getting in people's face. I love saying I'm the best, because I am the best at blocking damage, easy. Fuck, what else do I say? Oh god.
Uh, very quick promotion plug. Shout out to Indestructible Boy for making the Vanguard.
Beautiful. Shell is an escaped creation of a gladiator ring, currently out looking for odd jobs here and there to see what else he's good at. And seems to have just happened upon this merry group.
So why have you joined the refugee train?
Probably just as a way to get around.
Okay.
He's not, doesn't want to travel alone.
Okay, you're neutral status. Also, Teo and Zeus, can you please add to your character sheet at somewhere you would like to, under biography or journal or path effect, you are a resident of El Truel.
How do you spell?
ELTUR. Actually, hold on. Let me just double check.
It's too many letters.
ELTUREL.
ELTUREL.
Yep.
Oh, I love that guy. Is that the one that did Losing My Religion? Never mind. That's Arya. My bad. I can feel Kashak just being like, I'm gonna kill him off first.
No. Here, this is what I have to say.
And you folks will be given some information. But that will be at a later time after this session, because we did not know what was going on, who was from where until now. So you folks will have some information regarding El Truel and lore, as well as you each can add an item to your inventory, a holy symbol of El Truel.
How do I do that?
I believe if you go onto your character sheet under inventory,
I see holy symbol choose.
Mm-hmm. You can click the little edit button there.
Uh,
Go to the right of it.
Oh, the pencil button. I see.
Yep.
Holy symbol what?
Of El Truel. Now, this can be an amulet. It can be a rod. It can be any fantasy holy relic it can be. However, what this does, it once per day will give you the effect of resistance as a reaction. Resistance is a cantrip that you'll add a D4 to a saving throw of your choice. Once per day. Recharges at dawn. This holy symbol can also act as your spellcasting focus, by the way. That's holy symbol for clerics. And paladins.
Oh my god. So let's see.
After Melon, we will go
Hold
with
on.
Minnie.
Where do I search holy symbol? Wait, that's briefcase.
Okay, while you're doing that, Minnie,
Perfect.
can you please introduce yourself?
It's me. I'm Mini. I on occasion, very rare occasion, I stream a random game or do some art on Twitch at Mini Diablo. And I think that's the main thing. In this campaign, though, I'll be playing a 7-foot, maybe. I'm still thinking if I want to keep him 7 or 8 foot, but tall bug guy. He uses gun, has very nice hat, and I think that he, together with his buddy, took up a guarding job of this envoy. That's just a way to get some money while they travel to a new city and see what work they can find there. So they function as a guard here, if possible. Yeah, I think that is the main thing. Oh, also, their name is Vincent, or some call him the Blaze as well. Depends.
I see. Now,
Yeah.
Vincent, how have you come to join this band of refugees?
I probably was basically fucking around in the previous town trying to get some odd jobs. Didn't turn up much. So as a way to basically make sure I keep getting money if jobs just turn out to be nothing, I take up like guard jobs of envoys and carts to different cities as a way to travel to new places while also making just like a quick buck.
Now, very quick, right? Just to give an example on if I can direct people's attention here.
Ooh.
Eltrell, just to give it a little synopsis, Eltrell is over here. And you are traveling alongside the Cordes River to Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
So, does that mean you were in Eltrell? Because that is the last city on the way, following the river.
Yeah, I assume so. I think I probably was. Yeah, I think that would have to be the case, huh?
All right. Then, if you're not a resident of Eltrell, please under your journal add the effect "survivor of Eltrell."
Okay, journal.
And we'll get you the information of what regard this will have effect for you at another time.
Perfect.
However, and last but not least, Rook. Can you please introduce yourself and your character?
Hi there, I'm Rook. I stream a variety of games, but recently my obsession has been Super Animal Royale, and I'm going to very soon have Armored Core Brain Rot when that releases finally. I will be playing Barnaby, or Barnes for short. He probably prefers Barnes because Barnaby kind of sounds silly. I'm yet another guy with a gun. He's a real big snake dude, but he's not a Naga, and if you call him a Naga, he will probably get mad about it. I don't know. He's not gonna punch you for it. He's more reasonable than that.
He'd shoot you.
Yeah, probably
In
shoot
fact-
you.
Much more reasonable.
I will
No.
I will drop 15 copper on your ass just to tell you to fuck off.
Now, to be clear and whatnot, you don't have legs, correct?
No, I do not have legs.
Do you have but you have arms?
Yes, I have arms.
Can you please then add something to your character sheet? Can you please remove the humanoid tag and add the monstrosity tag to it?
Oh, okay. Where's that at?
You would just have to add it in yourself.
Would I put that under action?
Now, being a sentient monstrosity, you have a little bit different rule set than being a humanoid. Any spell that refers to a humanoid no longer affects you.
Wait, so I can't be healed then? Because I don't have legs?
No, you can. It's just like hold person doesn't work on you and shit like that, I think.
Charm person, even.
Oh. Charmed, I'm sure. Actually, no, I can't be charmed. It's a funny little side effect.
However, you are subject to the effects of beast-like spells, such as charm plants and animals, and beast block.
Well then. Somebody will come up to me and try and cast charm plants and animals, and I'm just gonna be like, "The fuck are you doing?" And then it works.
if you fail,
They gonna do that
to
shit with
speak
like
animals on them and see if he speaks snake.
I don't speak snake.
but each of you, minus people who don't have required to eat, which would only be Melon, so Melon does not get to be consumed and whatnot. Each of you are minding your own business, sitting along the fire. But there's also another individual around you.
Oh,
Is it?
I was also
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you not done?
no, because I was just gonna say I was also a guard that joined when Minnie joined, or when Vincent joined. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Vincent wasn't a guard. That was Stargazer's character.
I thought Minnie just said that Vincent joined as a guard on the trip.
No.
Oh. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That was Stargazer who joined as a guard.
Oh.
From my understanding.
Yes. Yeah, I was a guard, but it was from before the I came in before Eltrell, so
Okay, I apologize then.
Yeah, no, I'm also lost. I'm with you on that one.
Minnie, you said you were from the previous city and whatnot, but you're a survivor, so you weren't technically a guard. Would you want to be hired on as a guard?
Yeah, that's
Okay, then
take up,
if I miss her,
between like cities that I like try to find other jobs that if it turns up nothing, I just take up a guard job.
then if I misheard, my apology. My apology.
Perfect. Okay.
You'll be paid 10 gold as you enter the Basilisk Gate tomorrow as well. And if you're doing that, 10 gold to you as well. However,
Alright.
you are each joined by a fellow individual. Very colorfully dressed, red bandana, very gruff exterior, who has a very chiseled beard. He is drinking from a water pouch, but you can smell from his breath as it carries over the open flame from the wind blowing from the north. The smell of thick and viscous wine, with a hint of maybe cedar, a little bit of maybe apple in there. He's minding his own business as you're all eating, occasionally looking up. And he reaches to his right, which at this point, we're going to roll a random d6 because there are 6 players here. Ignore the +4. Nope. 6. Zeus, you're to the right of him. He looks over you and kind of nudges you, taking his elbow, nudges your shoulder, like, "Hey, mate.
Yes.
I'm not necessarily from around here, and I joined this refugee on the road as I was trying to hit a boat to escape myself to steal someone away. Can you tell me, what exactly is going on here? Why does everyone seem so miserable?"
Because wait, we were leaving Eltrell because of the big thing, right?
Mhm.
Is that why? It's because we were leaving the city of Eltrell and it was attacked and whatnot. I'm forgetting exactly how.
Friend, it seems like you're having a bit of memory trouble. It seems there's been a very traumatic event for you, for what's going on. I pray for your compatriots. Here, he offers you the water skin. Maybe drink your sword of the way. Can you drink even?
Yes, I can.
Well, here, have some. And he pulled out another water skin. Hand it to the left. And the person to the left will be... Well, if he hands it down to the shorter, gnome-looking construct that you're all noticing, I don't believe this one drinks, but he hands you a water skin full of wine, melon, as well. Please, if you do not wish to partake, pass it down the circle, and possibly let's get some merriment in here. Now, everyone seems to be just down on their luck, but a good chat with strangers always lifts my mood.
Yeah, I don't drink any of this stuff, but God in my left can have it. I don't want it, you know.
All right, who's to your left?
I don't know.
You can choose.
Stargazer, have
All right.
have wine thing.
Stargazer, you're given a sack of wine.
Well, he takes it, kind of looks at it a bit, kind of opens it up, sniffs it,
Knocks it off the shelf.
and takes a drink and then passes it along.
All right. By the way, folks, if you take a sip of the wine, please take a sip of alcohol in real life.
Sick.
It was a trap.
Rolled.
We don't.
You fool.
And if people are passing down around, eventually everyone will have a chance to sip and whatnot. See, wetting one's tongue is always a good way to loosen up. I guess I should stop. Folks, my name is Lagoshi. I come from a land far away through fog, forest, and river. But it's nice to meet your acquaintance.
Please
Please
tell
tell
me
me-
he's a no.
He is not a null. He is, in fact, a rather portly human.
Oh, disappointed.
How dare.
He's become a null all of a sudden.
No. Want a null, I would have used a null. Please,
He cast
please,
the transformation spell.
Does he by any chance know a dude named Luis? Just curious.
Alright, let's focus up here, Minnie.
Focus.
Hey, let's see. My blue friend, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Python.
And he looks past you Zeus and whatnot, like, oh, there's another blue one of you. Oh, two blue.
Yeah,
I've
for a second,
overheard you're
thought it was
spreading
like,
some
wait,
merriment.
By all means, please spread the merriment.
Wait, we got. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I
appreciate that.
So tell me, friend, are you all part of the refugees here, or are you simply a traveler like I am?
Appears I've
Who's he
fallen
talking to?
into traveling. Or refugeeing.
Start kind of talking to both of you at the point.
Ah. Well, yeah, we were both residents of Elturel.
I've heard of the city before and whatnot, but I've not been to the east too much, as I've come mainly down from the north to down south to Boltscape. Though I got a little wayward after a couple of run-ins with different marauders and goblins through the hills. But in Zeus, did you give your name?
I have not yet said that because Teo said it as well.
Nope,
But
he
yes,
said
my
blue
name
and
is
I forgot
also-
Zeus is blue. Sorry.
But yes, my name is Zeus.
I see. Pleasure to meet you two. Zeus and... I'm sorry, friend. I've had a lot to drink tonight. Was it... Pisces?
Python, my friend.
Python. Like a snake.
Yeah, it's like a snake.
But... if your name's Python, then what is the snake's name over there? And he points to you, Brooke.
I'd like to imagine like Barnaby was like not like just completely zoned out, not paying attention.
I
was
bump
like-
you for that. Hey, he's talking to you. I think he called you a snake.
Again? This happens everywhere we go.
I mean, friend, I mean no judgment, but you do take the resemblance of a snake.
No, I am. I'm not offended. It's just kind of weird it keeps happening.
Yeah,
When
pun not intended, it bugs him.
I see that's a very funny
I'll take
joke. That's a very funny joke.
I'll sip from the water, good.
So everyone other than Melon has taken a sip from this so far.
I
haven't.
I would assume Barnes took a sip when it came to him.
So Zeus like kind of. I'm gonna need you to roll me a con save, Zeus, because you've taken the water skin and whatnot, and you've been kind of drinking it. However,
Yeah.
since you've not passed it along, it is very enticing. This wine tastes. Well, you've not tasted this type of wine before, or have you? It actually gives you a familiar scent of home. Not Elturel, but your first home.
Yes.
Please give me it.
So how do I do the con?
Apple story.
So what you need to do is when you look at your stats and whatnot, you see con
Yep.
16.
Oh yeah, con, and just click on con.
Click on the right white number, the mod that's +3.
The white number. Okay.
Yep.
And
That's-
just roll normal.
Yep.
2.
It was on an 18 too.
Now this is very tasting familiar, and unfortunately you do not relinquish it, and you continue chugging till the last drop is drink. Zeus, you are officially drunk, and please drink again.
Already. Let me grab out the fridge again.
It's over.
First character is drunk by the night. You are now considered under the poison condition. You have disadvantage to all your ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls. However,
Yeah.
however, like this, you cannot be frightened.
I cannot what? Be frightened?
You cannot be frightened.
Got it.
So disadvantage on all your d20 rolls, and you cannot be frightened. You are a drunk now.
Already.
Well, this one seems to have liked my wine, so maybe I should. So when he remembers in the morning, if you can tell your furry friend here, Python, if he would like more, he can always purchase some for me when we cross the gate tomorrow. But I
That
believe
looks like some strong stuff.
But I believe we haven't heard your name. And he points over to you, Stargazer. What is your name, friend?
Kind of was staring into the fire a bit, kind of just in thought. So kind of upon noticing that he's being talked to, kind of looks up. He answers, Brooke here.
Rikia. Fascinating name. Tell me, friend, where are you from?
Not from around here, that's for sure. I've wandered through many towns. Honestly, I've kind of forgotten where my hometown is. I kind of... The world is my home, essentially.
A traveler. No roots that have grown to bear yet.
No, not yet.
The road is a lonely journey, friend, but when you have good company and wine, nights like this are sure to be memorable. And he kind of take his hand and kind of like clunk you on the top of the head, Melon. And you, my little friend, what's your name? Do you belong to anyone here? Does anyone the inventor of this little construct, this little nifty toy?
You think I belong to anyone? He
Oh, you
kind of
do?
like hefts up like the shield that he has. That's like twice his size. Kind of moves it out of the way so he can kind of like strike a pose. I don't belong to anyone here. I'm my own person.
Oh, fascinating! This one seems to be actually alive, like us.
You got any other questions? Wait, you said my name?
Yes, what is your name?
Shell. Everyone calls me Shell.
Everyone calls you Shell, like your
Shell.
metallic carapace outside?
Something like that, I don't know.
Hmm.
That's what the people in the arena said.
In the arena, are you
the
a
arena.
fighter? Are you a pit fighter? Were you a slave?
Sorta. I was built for the arenas. You know, traveled around in arenas, gladiator type style.
Now tell me, how did you leave the gladiator lifestyle? Usually a lot of money can be made, or you perish in the pit
I
arena.
didn't. I kind of just left. But looking for more, you know? You can't just fight in one arena all the time. You gotta find different places. Trying to see if I can do other stuff too.
Friend, I'm sure you can find plenty of arenas here in Baldur's Gate. Do you know the reputation of this town for pit fighters?
I can't say I do. Lived a pretty enclosed life in the arena,
Now,
so...
all sorts of underground fight clubs exist here in the lower docks, or if you want to make more money, but for higher risk, you can fight for the nobles up in the upper city.
Sounds like fun. I'll have to look into it at some time.
There's actually an ongoing tournament going on in the upper city, run by the Council for themselves.
Like I said, I'll look into it, you know, once I figure out where I'm going. Kind of just wandering around right now, trying to see what stuff to do.
Wandering around, that's very good. Now, did Vincent and Barnaby give their names?
He did when he was asked.
But did Vincent?
No, not yet.
So friends, see, we have broken bread. We have all drank, some more than others, and he looks over to Zeus.
This is some good wine.
Yes, it was made by none other than the Wizards of Wine themselves, from where I'm from.
Wizards of Wine?
Nice.
Wizards of Wine, not Line. That is a whole different company altogether. I believe they are based down more south to the City of Splendor, Waterdeep. They are a fishing guild, or a mariner guild, if I remember, the Wizards of Line. But the Wizards of Wine, the best brewers of wine. This yourself, the Waterskin Unity, aged 50 years, my friends. Fermented in our very own cellar run by my family.
My compliments to the brewer.
Wait.
Well, thank you.
So it sat in the wineskin the entire time and not in like a barrel?
No, friend. I have barrels to sell. My sample. I had my own personal barrel that I put this wineskin in.
You know what? I don't know why I took it that way. That's on me.
Such lovely
Aged 50 years in the wineskin.
wineskin aged wine, my favorite.
That
No,
is one way to age wine.
Both the leather and the wine aged for at least 50 years.
Gotta have it in there so long that the leather gets drunk.
I believe it fermented for 50 years in the wineskin. The wine would the leather around the wineskin probably would, depending on the hide. If you slayed a mystical beast and use its hide, it would be fine. Or maybe a scaled beast, like a basilisk, might be fine. But I would feel the hide would be damaged and would seep through after 50 years, or turn to sludge even.
Probably turn to vinegar first, wouldn't it? And then that would eat the leather.
True, but that depends. So, we have all started talking. I'm talking a little bit about myself, and you have all. You know what? Why don't we play a little game? I will give someone a free barrel of wine for the most interesting story that they have.
Oh, we got this. I bumped into my good friend Barnes.
Now, why don't we go through and say, what is the greatest monster you've killed or have encountered?
Well, Devin.
And he'll start to the left. Sheldon, my friend, what is the greatest being creature that you have fought?
You know, I can't really say. In the arena, they didn't have like these weird monsters that we fought. It was just people. You know, there was always a lot of people bigger than me and, with better looking weapons than me. But, I can't really say that anything were like extravagant, right?
Well, if they're different people. There's plenty of different humanoids across the Forgotten Realms.
Well, yeah, there were elves, there were orcs, there were crazy looking things, but, nothing like outlandish,
But you said crazy looking things. Wouldn't that count as outlandish?
Just stuff I haven't seen before, like these weird, like, red devil looking things that looked like humans. There were some, like, green things. I don't know what they are.
And my friend, do they look familiar? And he kind of points around, and if you look throughout, and if you actually notice the past couple days, you've seen several of these different, devil-looking people, as you refer to. Do you mean the tieflings around us? They're quite common, actually, depending on where you go.
Yeah, I mean, they look similar to the ones I saw in the arena. The ones in the arena were a little more, like, angry looking than these guys. They all kind of look somber. It's kind of weird. But, yeah, I can't, like I said, I can't say I've seen anything, like, extravagant, so.
So, fought angry tieflings, that is definitely a thing.
It's the best I got.
Barnaby, what about you? Or actually, no, beyond Barnaby, before Barnaby, it was Bruskia. What is the weirdest or most deadliest creature you've encountered or fought?
So he thinks for a moment. Kind of at the same time, kind of grabs onto his left hand. Kind of puts his other hand on it. And a little quietly, kind of says, something I cannot discuss. There's something between me and that thing.
Mystery indeed. How about you, Barnaby and Vincent? If you two seem to be a pair, what's the greatest, for the duo such as yourself, what's the greatest monster you've encountered?
Well, I think the greatest for me is, the story is greater than the actual beast, I'll be honest. But so every once in a while, like going around to like these smaller towns and just do like a general monster hunting type of activities, right? Mm-hmm. And there was this tale of this poor old lady that had lost her husband. She found his carcass in the morning, just ripped apart by some sort of beast, and they thought it must have been a werewolf, right? So I was in the neighborhood and looking for a job. So, of course, they came up to me. And I spent a good 4 days tracking these forests, right? Not a damn sign of anything but simple wolves. And then I found it in the wolf's den. There were pieces of clothing from the man. But then when would that have happened? Because he was in his own house, dead. So I confronted the wife, right? And was like, are you sure this is truly what happened? and I applied a bit of pressure, but she broke and said that she basically pushed out her husband into the woods, had him mauled by wolves, and then dragged his bloodied corpse back into their house and framed it on a goddamn werewolf. I think that's my greatest monster so far. I mean, there's a second one, but I think Barnes got a better story for you.
I killed a wife, and you gonna be?
Well, for one, I didn't kill it, but I did see a real werewolf.
You've seen a reader, or what? Did you fight it?
And he's gonna like take his hat off, and he's gonna pull like just a single silver bullet out the hat and set it on the table. It's like there were 2 of these at first, and I shot it, and I didn't kill it. And to this day, I have no fucking clue what happened to that thing. They set up a whole ass search party for that thing. So, I'm backing up a little bit. I was up in town, and I was like looking around on job boards and shit, and I found this one where a guy just wanted somebody to watch his property at night, right? Just watch his house, because something been hurt, like been attacking his like livestock. And so I'm thinking it's probably like just some more like wolves or some shit. So I get up in a tree. I go to his house after we get set up, and I get up in this goddamn tree, and I'm waiting for nightfall. And we hear some shit, and Dwarf goes to check it out because it was hired by Dwarf. And as soon as the motherfucker gets out of eyesight, a whole ass werewolf just shows up, takes another dog. I shoot it, and it doesn't even flinch, and it just fucks off into the woods.
Interesting indeed. My friend, what if I told you that I'm very familiar with the same creature that you fought, werewolves? They're actually quite they freaking where I'm from.
Well, damn. Okay, we got something to one up you in that case. Show him the thing.
Okay.
Okay. So a while back, I mean, we duoed up a while ago while monster hunting. Great duo we discovered. But a while ago, we hunted down this thing that was said to be vampires, and we tracked it down. Turned out it was actually a giant cult. Tell him the rest. I love the way you tell this part. Do the thing.
Okay. So Barnaby's gonna like flip his like bag around from his back, and he's gonna pull out this like little like wooden box and set it on the table. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna open this shit up because I don't know what's going to happen.
Do not open it. Grab my gun. Do not open it.
No, I'm not gonna open it. I did have a lock on this thing, but the lock disappeared, and we don't know where that went either. So we went out. We were thinking we were gonna find vampires and shit, and I'm pretty sure whatever this is worse. And I'm not gonna open the box. You gotta trust me on this one. It's a fucking worm with 2 heads.
It's a worm with 2 heads.
2 of them.
Fucking cultists were sacrificing like people to this thing.
Right? The box was chained in the middle of the fucking floor. There was like runes and a bunch of circles around it. Now we have no idea what it is. We haven't fed this thing. There's no holes in the box. And it hasn't died. And it's been like, what, 4 months?
Yeah, about 4. Still hasn't fucking died. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does, but we're keeping it in the box. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, how about that for a story, huh?
You gonna show the box? The item in the box?
Well, I mean, yeah, he set the box on the table. He's like holding his hand on top so it can't possibly come open. Like,
now, are you guys bullshitting him?
I mean,
no.
if you
I can roll persuasion instead of
if you're brave enough, I will let you peek in the box, but you cannot open this thing any wider than like maybe the width of your finger.
You can peek in it. I've done it a few times. I just want to make sure it's still there sometimes. So but I wouldn't open it too far. I don't want it somehow getting loose.
No, let us see this creature then.
He's gonna like take his hand off the box and like very slowly pull his hand back.
All right.
He's just like, okay, that's whatever happens is on you.
All right, I can live with that.
I would like to hold my hand on my gun.
I'm also gonna be reaching for my gun.
I will ready a fire shot just in case. So I'm setting that fucking train on the box, right?
So very quick. Do you guys know what this creature is, or am I gonna just choose a random creature here?
Dead
No
ass, this thing
idea.
is just a trinket from the list of trinkets.
Stargazer, Buzzhead, I have a job for you.
What?
Please roll me a D100, and there's going to be a random creature that pops out of this box.
We know it's a worm with 2 heads. That's all we know about it.
Yeah.
That's D100.
Cultists
Nine-
sacrifice
94.
people to it,
94.
and it has not died of starvation. I don't know what it is.
Let's see, you got... what biome would you guys say you caught this in?
Dank dungeon full of cultists, that's where.
Yeah,
A dungeon?
like dungeon, or at least
More of a
dungeon
basement,
adjacent.
but
More
they
of a base-
decorated it nicely. I'd count it as a dungeon.
Yeah. Like 4 fucking hours to go down a
And
flight of
you
stairs. It was
feel the
absolutely a
cultist?
dungeon.
A bunch of cultists just like gutting people above the box, just letting it drip blood on there.
And the,
All right.
the worst part is, the blood didn't even stay there.
So,
It just
as-
disappeared.
As this box is opening up, everyone who's looking around it, I'm assuming everyone's probably paying attention, minus Zeus. Zeus is probably, like, bleary-eyed at this point, looking through this.
What? No.
First thing what everyone noticed, in the brief thing, a couple eyes open. 1, 2. Yellow slitted eyes, almost looking around rapidly. But then a third one opens up to the right of them. And a fourth one opens up to the left. So there's now 4 floating eyeballs, kind of all like moving in like circular motions. And as they start coming out, the eyeballs start coming out very slowly. And you hear a little gurgle sound, almost like that of like a toad, but more deep, right? I don't know how to make a toad like deep voice. I'm not going to even try this. As the eyeballs kind of go through, right? And they're attached to almost like tentacles, stalks even. They start slowly coming out, looking around at everyone. And when they blink sideways.
What kind of demon did you find?
And honestly, when you say that, the box starts being like banging, like it's trying to open up the thing. But you said, Barnaby, you said you're holding it down and whatnot.
Yeah, he's pulled his hand back when he's like letting people look into it. But I'd imagine he's like ready to slam it back shut.
So basically, as it starts going on, like as the eyes start going, they're all tendrils and starts floating up this green little head with a massive eye in it, right? And as it starts coming through, you all can see like a very spherical floating creature. Bam. And it starts floating. This creature starts floating out of the box. And its teeth starts opening, and it starts going. The eye starts spraying around like angrily, and it starts glowing in the middle eye. And it starts looking directly at you, Barnaby. What do? You have one action.
I'm gonna slam that fucking box shut.
And you throw it right down onto the head, and one of the eyeballs actually get caught on it, and actually gets chopped off, and now it's wiggling on the ground. But it's now banging, and you can hear cries of agony inside the box as it's shaking around. You quickly take the latch, put it on, lock it up, and it starts just banging around. But it's now secure. The eye that was on the ground starts bubbling at where it got cut off on the tendril, and actually slowly closes.
I've been
And goes
looking for
limp.
some
I'm gonna
demonic
grab that shit and
entities
throw it in
here,
the fire. Like
but
grab
you
the-
found something.
Because you grab it, it starts wiggling around trying to escape, almost like a worm, like a headless worm or a headless chicken, and you toss it in the fire, and it starts... a small scream sound can be heard from it, and then it gets very quickly evaporated into the fire, burning to crisp.
I fucking
How's
told
that for
y'all.
a beast, huh? How's that for a beast?
And
Eating that.
Legoshi is like now has gone behind his like wooden stump that was sitting like, alright then, that's not something I have ever seen. That's quite a beast indeed. I think we might have a winner here, depending on the rest of your stories.
I'd like to see one up them. They'd gain my respect, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
They definitely got me beat, that's for sure.
the only reason I
Yup.
keep this thing around is to make sure it does not get out anywhere else.
Yeah, not a clue what it is or what it does, but all I know is it didn't starve and they were sacrificing people to it.
Stargazer, your character would recognize what type of creature this is.
Okay.
This is,
Ooh.
this is an aberration, a type of creature known from beyond the sky into the deep space or the far realm.
Interesting.
You don't know
Yeah.
exactly what the creature is, but
Mhm.
you know what type of it is.
Yeah, like kind of in the whole discussion and the whole thing, like just the mention of cult. He was immediately kind of like his attention was brought to it. Um, and he was wary, kind of like he didn't really. He was on edge, that's for sure. Especially when it's trying to come out of the box, he was ready to jump and run. But now that the box has been closed and stuff, like he calmed down, but still he's very like that was that ruffled his fur a bit.
Still wary.
Yeah. Yeah, like definitely calming down, like because now it's contained, but still like how how did how was that captured? That's kind of the thing. Like,
Well, so the thing is, we found it in like a containment already when we found it in the cultist thing. I don't know what they were trying to do with the ritual and the blood rituals and the sacrifices, but I think we interrupted it. I hope, and I'm not sure we can kill it fast enough for what it does. So we're just keeping it locked up for now. We'll deal with that when we figure out what to do with it.
No, this might be
Jesus.
this might be the budget Emmy talking, but you could possibly sell it to you for a pretty penny, probably.
Well,
Pretty piece.
I can't sell it. I mean, at this point, I'll be honest, I'm a little attached. I mean, it's a mystery. You want to figure it out for yourself, right? What's the fun of bounty hunting if you just sell it off to somebody else?
Well, I mean,
Well, bounty hunters usually have bounties, and there's probably a monster hunter that would probably, or a noble that would want to adorn it to their wall.
to be fair, I'm not even sure if this thing can be killed. So
I mean, I think you
mean,
just
everything can be killed.
everything has a weakness, even gods. Do you remember the spell plague only 300 years ago?
As if any of us are 300 years old.
My friend, I'm 427.
Wait, what?
what?
Huh.
And he kind of just smiles and winks.
Alrighty
Think
then.
about it.
If you think about it, dwarves can live up to 300 years. Elves never seem to die of old age. There's plenty of things that can live forever if you know where to find.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
theoretically, I have no clue how old I can get.
Yeah, same to be honest. I stayed real short for real long. Ain't normal, but
An individual's life can end at any moment by blade, dagger, bow, spell. But
bullet.
by now,
I've seen it.
they can be lucky enough
I've
to live
hosted
up.
funerals.
So anything can die, even gods, just like the during Spellplague. Hell, the Lord of Murder himself, Baal, was murdered during the Spellplague. If people recall the history, he was
I'll be
actually
honest.
killed, and he actually kind of points behind him. He was killed here in this very city.
Well, damn.
You don't say.
I
The
bet
city
you
has-
there's been plenty murdered in there. I can tell. Big
Now,
cities tend to have
if someone would like to, they can roll a history check to try to figure out what he's talking about.
I would like
Blaze
to
will
do
not
history.
This will be a DC 12. If you like to roll,
I'll do it.
if you like to roll,
like to. try.
Stargate.
I do
So just
have-
normal.
Yeah.
So if you would like to roll history and whatnot, all you have to do, Stargazer, is go onto your sheet. You'll see skills, and you can just click on it and roll normal. Python got 21. Barney got an 18. Brewster got 13. Zeus, you do
Nat
not know.
20,
You're
baby.
not from here.
How dare.
Yeah, Vincent would not have a clue.
All right.
So I'm not gonna roll.
And Shell? Melon?
Oh no, I'm not rolling.
Okay. But just make sure you're still here and whatnot. That's
Yeah, no, yeah.
all. Did you react to the creature at all when it was coming out?
I think he just kind of stared and was just kind of confused on everything going on, but overall didn't really do much.
All right. Now, I will lead this to you, Teo. With a nat 20, would you like to know about the spell plague, the murder of the would you like to know the murder of the murdered lord, or would you like just a general history of Baldur's Gate? What are you
I
trying to
need
talk
a
about?
general history of Baldur's Gate. This all sounds quite interesting.
All right. So, we'll go to the Baldur's Gate wiki, and I will read directly from there because I know exactly what we're going to do.
Oh. And what is that?
Okay, while you quickly grab that, can I BRB for like half a minute? I gotta BRB.
You can come back here, and I will tell them.
Perfect. Okay, quick BRB.
So, with a natural 20, you recall the following. Long before the land was settled, the Lea Plateau where Baldur's Gate would one day stand was known as Locke's Fist. It was ruled by the hill giant named Locke. Only after his death sometime before Zero DR, the first fisher settlement sprung into existence, the village of Lockley. With time, the harbor settlement that came to be known as Baldur's Gate became a well-hidden meeting place for pirate scavengers and ghostlighters. These ne'er-do-wells used light strict ships, which you already heard before this. After looting what they could, they would sail up the river current to a small bay, a secluded haven called Grey Harbor. By the year of Avarice 204 DR, Grey Harbor and the village of Lockley had supported that supported it were well known as port call for ships that were across the shore coast. The settlement had a shipyard and visitor waves. In olden times, the seafaring hero Baldurn returned home to the Grey Harbor from a voyage far off continent to Anachrome, far beyond the elven isle of Evermeet. He had accumulated great wealth on his journey. After hiding some riches away in the hidden caches, he ordered a great granite wall to be built for his protection of this home. Soon after, Baldurn set sail to the second voyage of the continent, subsequently vanished, never to return. This was the founding of Baldur's Gate. Baldurin, a statue held in the upper city, and also well known in Baldur's Gate. Another thing is, you know that there was a tax revolt eventually in Baldur's Gate. Actually, there's been like 5 since the founding of it. There's been expansions after the founding nation of the Ams. Trade skyrocketed within and helped expand from the upper city to the lower city. You know that the Flaming Fish started happening around the early 14th century. 1368 DR is when it first started. After the Ballspawn, Sarabok, and Shev orchestrated a major conspiracy to send the city to war to Am, the city that traded with to actually grow in prosperity. However, what you'll know is the general history after that, you'll learn more about Ballspawn. Ballspawn, sometimes called a child of Baal, are mortal offspring of the dead god Baal. During the spell plague in the early 13th century? Basically, during the spell plague, Baal was murdered by the lesser deity known as Finric. However, he foresaw that and had a plan. He went around Baldur's Gate, siring many different children with different women, varying races, and created the Ballspawn. So after the spellbreak, and after the last of the Ballspawn had died, a battle between the last two, actually, where they killed each other, Baal reincarnated as a lesser god. The Lord of Mordor was back to reclaim his title from Finric. And basically from those events take place, if you would like to know more about that, you can play the first 2 Baldur's Gate games, figure out more about the Spellplague in the Ballspawn.
Sponsored.
Hello there. Also, I missed it. Did Kashat drink for that nat 20?
And also, I did actually. And the Spellplague, to give a briefing, is basically when all magic ceased to exist, because the goddess Mystra, as well as their fellow gods, all lost their divinity and walked the mortal realm with humans, elves, and dwarves. Several of these deities died. However, some of them did not die, and they returned to divinity. Once Mystra regained her basically her godliness, magic returned. Divine magic was lesser because gods are still there, but mainly any arcane magic during that time was very shaky at best. And that was the time known as Spellplague.
Interesting.
if the party, if you would like to know, you can look up lore of Baldur's Gate and whatnot, Spell Plague and Ball and whatnot on your own time on D&D Wiki, Forgotten Realms Wiki, and you can figure out more information there if you like to. Things how you roll a natural 20.
Woo! Information
Huzzah.
unlocked.
And
Ba-da-da-da.
after look, and with that, Teo, by the way, folks, remember you have inspiration to start the campaign. So
Right.
make if you did not add that before. So as Legoshi goes on to explain that and whatnot, and you remember that Python. But yes, I'm sorry. What was he? My head is getting affected by the wine a little bit. I've had on my, I think on my fourth that he pulled out his fourth wineskin. Oh yes, we were talking about your friend, your drunk blue friend right there, Python said he didn't have one. Do you have any monster that was that you, could be greater than what we just saw in the chest? Even.
Oh, I can't say I have anything greater than that. That's just. Oh my gosh. I haven't really done much monster hunting myself. I have gone on expeditions with other adventurers, hunting various creatures from simple deer to rumored demons, but I don't really have anything to top that. Whatever's in that box.
Well then, it seems that that Barnaby and Vincent are the winners. In the morning, come find me, and I will give you a barrel of wine.
That's gonna be real fun to carry.
You can come, once we get past the gate and whatnot, you can find it. You can roll it around. Maybe you can rent a car for the day.
You know what? Sounds like a plan. And since y'all were head to head at a fantastic story, how about all of us just empty it out together? Sounds like a plan, right?
That sounds like a great plan.
Sounds good to me.
Best way to bond I found.
What better way to carry it than all of us carrying a little bit of it at a time? But in our stomachs.
That's the spirit.
Well, yes, it's a barrel full of spirits.
I like this guy. I think I'm gonna get along well. I'll be honest with you. That was good. I like that.
Thank you. I have my moments.
That was definitely invigorating, I must say. Not seen a creature like that. I mean, I've seen my fair share of the devil, but that was something else. So it does remind me of an ancient temple from my land. I've heard that there are dark-natured, old creatures that the devil locked away long ago. But that's definitely not something I've seen before. Those... and he'll sit back down. But again, you could probably find a pretty penny for that. Now, friends, it is late, and I hope that I've been able to bring you some merriment tonight. But I must go drink myself to sleep now. I hope to see you again across the gate tomorrow. You can find me in the market square once we get past the Basilisk Gate. But what are the advice, friends? When you get to the gate, the gate fee is about 5 to copper, depending on how much they can size you up. There was hours of paperwork if you want to do that. If you want a speedy entry into the city, it's in fact known among us merchants, but the Flaming Fists are morally corrupt and are easily bribable.
Oh, I love that. How much are we talking? Like 5 silver or gold? What's the...
If you offer a good enough tribute, depending on the god, you don't have to worry about even signing your name to get into the city.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know.
For you more, for more of you wanted sort of folk. Anyways, good night, friends, and cheers! I hope to see you again across the city tomorrow.
It's a pleasure meeting you. I'll see you tomorrow.
And he'll get up. Oh, I forgot to mention. My just a parting gift. My people are known as the Vishtanti I, and the Vishtanti Lagoshi. Full title. Goodbyes and good night. And he'll walk off to some beyond other campfires and whatnot, drinking his wineskin, and he's drinking enough where he's actually visibly tipsy, and he actually stumbled upon someone and falls over a dwarf who yells in frustration. But that going into the background, what would you folks like to do for the rest of the night?
Good question.
If anything, would you guys like to take a long rest and go to tomorrow morning?
Yep,
I believe so.
That sounds good.
We can
Sounds
do
good
that.
to me.
All right.
All right. So, the next morning, if you folks would like to take a long rest, you will all recover from your hangovers from the night prior without any penalty. So, Zeus, you're good, even though you failed very horribly.
Oh well.
It takes about a couple hours after breakfast that you folks actually reach through the line to the gate and whatnot. And there you are present with 3 different guards who are basically accepting paperwork. But just before your turn, what would the players like to do?
Okay, so you said this is before we get to the gate?
Yep, you're up next, basically. What would the party like to do?
I had a
and,
quick question. Did he insinuate that I could just pay him off to not deal with a shitload of paperwork?
You could.
Basically, he never said how much exactly
Yeah.
it was, though.
He said depending
So
on
you
the
could
guard.
completely overpay, or you could completely be undercutting them, and they could be like, "Oh, you're trying to bribe a guard."
Okay.
Yeah, that's the risk, right?
Yeah.
Slightly meta-contextual question, but I assume characters would be familiar with this. But, like, how, like, okay. So, I don't know how to phrase this. Like, what, like, the economic value of a gold coin, essentially, like, is, like, 5 gold a lot? Or is 5 gold, like, essentially chump change?
Are you asking the DM or are you asking your fellow players?
I was asking you, the DM.
Seems like you've not been to Baldur's Gate before. I'm going to rule that you don't know.
Okay, but where we have been so far, which is at least a few towns and villages.
It depends on the village, right? If it's more like a hamlet in the woods and whatnot, 5 gold would be like maybe like 5 months worth of pay for like your average like farm worker, right? It'd be a gold a month, right? Or if you were in Eltrell and whatnot, 5 gold to just pay for your breakfast, depending on what restaurant you went to. It really depends. But seeing how you're going to city, you think maybe 5 gold might. Depending on the area, if you're in the lower city, maybe it might be a lot, but in the upper city, that would definitely be chump. You could probably insinuate.
Can I do some kind of investigation to, like, watch anyone going through the gate, see if they're bribing? And if so, can I see how, like, kind of take a guesstimate of how much?
Give me a perception check.
Perception, alright.
Look, Kashak, I'm looking at my sheet. I don't have any money.
17.
So I think so. Your equipment from Roll20 was more than your starting gold. I ruled it that you spent all your money.
Okay.
That way you could get up all your original
He
equipment.
said that there was a fee to enter, and I don't have money to pay the fee to enter.
He didn't say it was per person.
Ah, okay.
It's a 17.
Do you say that out loud? You like search your pockets and you're like, fuck. Or like what? What do you do?
Oh no.
Let me guess, you've been pickpocketed, haven't you?
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
So, all right.
You know
so,
what? I slide over a piece of gold. I'm like, you know what? This should probably get you through. You know, just for great storytelling and great drinking skills. You know what? It was fun.
Why, thank you.
Alright, so the question is basically, are you guys going to try to enter the gate as a party or as individuals?
I'm going individual.
No, I'm still sticking with the cart because that is the job I'm doing, basically, right?
Okay, so you're...
Yeah, I'd be with the
Yeah.
car as
So,
well.
Barnaby, Vincent, Shell, you were doing guard duty too, right?
Just kind of there looking for odd jobs. So I mean, maybe he's doing guard duty. I'm not
Okay.
really sure.
Alright, roll me a d3.
Me?
Yep.
Also, what are the? I got.
I need that perception. I need that perception roll.
I got a 17 on perception.
You see that some of the merchants are priving, but most of the commoners are not. Melons, you actually been hired with the same cart, so you, Barnaby, Vincent, and Briskier are all guarding the same fleeing noble family.
Beautiful.
Nameless descript family, that doesn't really matter, but you'll be paid 10 gold once you get past the gate.
I would like to sit up front and be like, I am so sorry to hear about, what happened back there. I'm sure your daughter's in the city. You'll be fine. You don't have to
You see like an old, like, graying-haired dwarf female being comforted by her halfling husband, and she's just crying inconsolably when you mention daughter and whatnot, and he kind of looks at you like, do you really have to bring her up again?
Sorry.
Denise, Annabelle, I'm sure Annabelle is fine down there in hell. She was always described. Remember when she would go through the cupboards and whatnot?
Is that the one with the lazy eye? Or...
Will you shut about her daughter already?
Sorry, I'll go back.
Fuckman's not too
Rick
smooth
kind
with
of
his
looks over
words.
from his side of the cart, like just kind of looking like, oh gosh.
Barnaby's gonna
Just kinda
lean over. He's
goes
like,
back to
was it the one with the lazy eye, or was it the other one?
I think it was the lazy eye one.
There was only one daughter and one lady eye.
I think you're thinking of our last job where we had to guard that one lady.
The lady who died to a basilisk.
Yeah, it was horrific. Still gotta pay though. So.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Like, if there's a legal contract, you can and will pursue payment.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a skill challenge, basically, for each of you. Each group. So Teo and Zeus, you guys are going to do a skill challenge yourself, and then the rest of the players, the 4 of you, are going to do a skill challenge. We'll start with Zeus and Teo. As you two are approaching the gates and whatnot, you are greeted by kind of similar, actually looking people. 3 tieflings, in fact. They all wear a different branded symbol and whatnot.
Yes.
And though the symbol that they have, there's one. A fist surrounded by flame and whatnot, which I will actually give you guys the handout for this. Here's this.
For me? Oh my goodness.
Oh, you guys see this? Sorry, I didn't mean to do a time. But this is the symbol of the Flaming Fist. The people that run the mercenary army, basically, and guard the city. However, they also have another one that is more, well, we'll say red light district.
Ayo?
On their other pauldron and whatnot, you see like a symbol that you can probably defer to as some definitely red light district services. In fact, they are actually all siblings and whatnot. They all have name tags and whatnot. There is Nowhere. The one who is taking control, basically having a notepad, and as you approach, goes, more refugees, of course. Papers, please, and he is a tiefling, purple in nature. However, there is above him, like, no way, manner, mind your manners, young man. And on his armor one, he has like the name tab Caramore. And the other one is like a very tall female tiefling. Greenish, reddish nature. She has no name tag, and she kind of just have her arms crossed, looking down at the 2 of you. Yes, Kedamon, brother. Yes, hi, no. Welcome to Baldur's Gate. May I please have your fucking papers?
Papers?
Yes, if you're traveling into the city, let me remind you. Supposedly, we're on the order of no one is allowed in or out, but apparently we're just accepting people in today. You need papers. Where are your papers? Do you have any travel documents? Where are you coming from?
Who We come from the town of El
Truel.
And here I was happy and I didn't have to deal with the wretched survivor. And he's kind of muttering that under the breath. However, Zeus, both actually you and actually the two of you would both pick up on that as he's muttering that. But all right, do any of you have papers?
Are you actually a guard?
Unfortunately, I've been taken from my duties from my temple. I really do not want to deal with you. So please, papers, or be on your way. Meaning, go fuck yourself and leave my sight. What would you two of you like to do?
Do we have papers?
I don't believe we do.
I don't
I
believe
have
you
no
do.
clue.
Did you
So-
think to grab your papers when you were running for your life and whatever the fuck happened back there? Just like, do you think
So-
you were like, oh shit, oh fuck, let me grab that real quick? Shit,
Basically,
fuck. Is that what
I'm
happened?
going. You guys have two options. I'm going to let you each do a investigation check, or you can pay the bribe or try to bribe it.
Investigation check.
All right.
I guess I could try it.
I want to look and see how impatient he's looking, like how badly he
okay.
just doesn't want to be here.
Zeus,
As an empath.
Zeus, you can do an investigation check. Tail, give me an insight roll.
Okay.
Oh,
Not bad, Zeus. Hey, look at that. Not bad. All right. So this is what you find. Now, you are from Eltrell, Anon, as your last city of residence, and you've seen many different holy symbols. And actually, on him, he actually has an amulet that's kind of hanging just below his leather chest plate, but it's actually coming out. And you can see a symbol of that of the. Give me one moment, basically.
yeah, just figuring out a
I
good gun.
have to know. I have to remember his title.
Bing.
You see a symbol of Ogma, or better known at some places known as Kurna. Ogma is the goddess of knowledge. Or sorry, the Lord of Knowledge. Other titles: the Binder, the Binder of the Known, the Lord of Knowledge, Patron of all bards, patron, a wise god, etc.
Wait, what's the other name for Karma again?
Ogma. Kurna is a
Got him.
Agma?
That's the male representing name, or Kurna, the goddess, the female representing name.
I'll be right back.
Now, for your role, Teo, he clearly does not want to be here. However, he's tired of dealing with holy refugees of other religions and whatnot. But Zeus points out the amulet of Ogma that he's currently wearing. Maybe you guys can use this to your advantage. What will the two of you do?
And just brain went a little blanky there. Where do we know Agma from?
It's one of the major deities.
Okay.
I mean, we
Is
could
that one of like
mention
those
that we're
gods
trying
of
to go to the temple of Agma or whatever. If it's the person's personal god, they might take slight easier laxness on us.
Pity on you.
Maybe. Yes, pity.
Well, the question is, who do you serve, Zeus?
All I know is that I am a cleric of Tempest. I don't actually know if I have an actual god that I.
The god of war, Tempest.
Yeah, if it's not Timora, you're praying to the wrong god. I'm gonna just say it right now.
All right, so basically, you don't know things until you said Tempest. We're gonna say you're a cleric of Tempest. There's actually a god named Tempest, the god of war.
Okay.
So you're a cleric of the god of war, and what about you, Tail? What's your god?
Saloon, the goddess of the moon.
So, all right. Hit nowhere with it. How are you going to try to convince him that you want to go to this temple, and when you guys are not fellow acolytes of Agma?
Do we have signs on us showing our our gods.
Your amulet would represent your if your holy symbol you have an amulet would represent your god. However, your holy relic in general will have some form of symbology related to the said god. You don't have to have this holy relic out for him to see.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try you with just his emblem on your chest plate, just to fuck you
Uh,
What are the two of you doing?
I have no clue. Teo ideas.
I have one. What was his god's name again? I
Ogma.
can't keep it in my
Ogma.
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 Okay.
like the Pokemon.
Well, good sir, I might not have papers, but I see you are of the Temple of Ogma, which is where I was where we were kind of going.
His eyes widen and he actually notices just behind the chest plate and kind of tucks that back in behind it.
And we were kind of hoping to maybe go learn more of your god. Tell me, could I potentially maybe slip in with my friend here for a gold?
Flustered and whatnot that he saw his amulet and whatnot. It seems like he doesn't want to be known that he doesn't like to be known that he's a thing. Carrotmore, his brother, speaks like, "Oh, fellow acolytes of the divine, yes, by all means, my little brother here would be wonderful." However, just knowing his nature, like the younger brother, nowhere is too flustered to talk right now. I myself, a paladin of Ilmata, I will accept your donation if you wish to my church. How about that? We'll say five silver because the Ilmata, bless his soul, and he kind of like does like the typical it would think Christianity or Catholic like forehead, center, chest, shoulders, and whatnot. But then he does a circle after the whole motion and whatnot. Praise be Ilmata. And then he kind of takes out what you would assume to be like a whip or a flail, but it's actually more of the ill-natured kind, and he kind of actually starts whipping his back a little bit. And it actually has like little spikes and whatnot. And he's actually not wearing armor; he has a bare back.
Praise be. Where would your church be?
I'm sorry, but it's part of my daily ritual, or whenever I mention my lord's name, Ilmata. And he takes the whip again, the flagellant whip, and heads it back again. You know of the Broken Lord, yes?
I know of them. I just don't know much of them. That's why my friend and I here are on a bit of a pilgrimage.
Well, by all means, if you're with your pilgrim, a donation to the Church of Ilmata, 5 silver.
If you can tell me just a bit of your church, I will offer you a gold.
Unfortunately, I would love to take. How about this? You can meet me tonight at the church and whatnot. I would give you a full sermon of Ilmata. If you wish to give gold, and he's saying this and whatnot, like the flagellant spike whip, he kind of let go and he's resting on his shoulder, and you can just see blood dripping down the shoulder on like his going down his arm, and he reaches out his hand.
I will stop by tonight then. But may we go in?
Yes, by all means. Good, you're good to go. Thank you. And
thank you.
I wish to teach you about Ilmata's way. Then he kind of takes the flagellant light and kind of whips around and hits his back again.
Okay. As
Vincent
sees them be
now,
let in.
Now, very quickly on your guys' character journal, please write somewhere, mark down that you have a sermon of Ilmater you must go to later tonight. This is in your quest log.
Sermon of what?
Ilmater. Illamar.
Yeah, that's the
Ilmater. Sorry. Ilmater. Mater. Illmater. Ilmater.
When I was thinking of character ideas, I actually thought about a character being a follower of Ilmater.
The Broken Lord's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Caramorn's just weird.
Alright, as I see him get let in, Vincent goes, "Damn it, you win again." I hand over a gold piece to Barnes. I'm like, I should know better by now to bet against you. Damn it.
All right,
So-
the four of you are up next. What do you all like to do? How would you like to get past the guard and whatnot?
Okay,
The noble goes to the guard. The noble is requiring you to make all the negotiations until you made his wife cry, and he has to now console her.
Okay, so
Perfect.
I have an idea.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Okay, so they just got it let in for making a donation, but I don't want to fuck with any of that. So
It makes sense. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm thinking, if any of us have a sheet of paper, I could fold it up, make it look like one of them little like folded up like official documents.
Yeah.
And then just put the money inside of it, and then like here's our papers, and no fuss, nothing. You could probably feel the coins on the inside, and get the gist, and we just go. Any worse than that, I'm sure we can talk through it.
I like that a lot. Okay.
How about starting with
Count
Dylan?
document. I turn around and look at the
I was waiting for
people
them to
we-
finish.
I look over to the people we are bringing along, and I go, "Oh, sorry, where's the papers? You don't have to deal with that after the fact."
I don't have paper. Deal with it.
Perfect. Do you have just an empty piece of paper?
And he hands you a piece of paper that he ripped out from a little journal notebook. Now,
Thanks,
please
Rick.
leave me alone so I can console my wife.
Most certainly. I hand over the piece of
And
paper.
the child's name was Annabelle. Thank you very much.
Yes, Annabelle. Rest.
Docking your pay.
You can just keep that coin. You're just gonna hand it back.
Thank you.
Okay. So either you two got any ideas
I mean,
before
so-
before I go and do this?
as like mercenaries and just kind of like as guards, we would not have papers ourselves. It would be the
Yes, but they don't have any because they were running for their lives when they left Eltrell.
I just checked. They don't have papers, so we're gonna have to deal with something here.
Personally, I don't care what y'all do. If you let me take charge, I'm just gonna try and walk through and see how far I get.
I like that.
I like that.
You want to bet if you
I
See if I
like
can
that.
scare him or something. You want if we want to do that, we can do that. Then we don't have to waste money. But it's up to you guys. I don't care.
No. I
Whatever
like
happens.
that. I like that. Hey, Barnes, you want to bet if he's let through or not? I got
Oh.
my money. It's gonna be just not through. I'll be honest with you.
I kind of want to bet the opposite, but I don't think you'll get in either.
Okay, we'll leave the betting for next time. Hey, you do your plan now. I got full faith in you.
Sorry, you're letting me go. You're
Yeah,
letting me go
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
you
go
got
for it. You got this.
All right. Can I roll intimidation on the guard?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Go for it.
Beautiful.
But as part of the intimidation, you gotta tell me how you're intimidating and whatnot. The roll, and then tell me what you're doing.
So roll and then say.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Even if you roll bad, tell me what your original
Okay.
plan.
No, I gotcha. Don't worry, I'm good at this. See? Beautiful. So I kind of they're inside of like a cart or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So he kind of so this little tiny little robot dude, right? Steps off the cart, really tiny, he's like 3'7". He walks up to the guard. I don't know how tall the guard is. Let's say we're at knee level, whatever. He taps on his knee and kind of points up at the guard and he's like, "Hey, you better let me in. I'm tired of hearing these crybaby people on this cart, and I don't want to deal with any more things, right? I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with the other people making bets on me, because I heard them. Just barely. They making bets on me. They're saying that I can't get in. Let me in."
Which one are you talking? Which one of those three siblings are you talking to? Are you talking to the silent sister, the Caramore, and the big brother, or no, you're the little brother?
The tallest one.
The silent sister?
Sure, yeah.
All right. So as you tap in one, and she looks down, and you go through your whole spiel. She kind of gives you a quizzical look. She's not intimidated by you, but the slightest. And she kind of looks to they make mini versions of Steel Legion, and they all
Say
kind of
what?
look down at. she said they make mini versions of the Steel Legion.
Sorry, I don't know what that is. Can I get in or no?
And it talks too. They really stepped up the game in Steel Legion. And as you say that, you hear like a large thunk, and like through the gate, you can see like a large automaton like walking through the city.
What the hell is that?
That's the
Why
shit.
am I out like that? Let me in. I gotta go talk to that guy.
I mean, are you not part of the Steel Legion?
No! They made me in some gladiator arena. Can you not see? Let me in. I don't want to deal with this.
As you're talking when I'm like, technically it's not a person, so they said no people in or out, so open the gate and they let you in.
I told you I could do it. Fuck all y'all.
Well, I'll be damned. There he goes.
Now I'm kind of
think we still
disappointed
gotta
I didn't
find our
bet.
way in now, though. I think he's just got himself in this. I guess we both were wrong, but also right. Okay.
All right,
What do you
sorry,
think?
does he
We
have an
got a
idea?
paper plan?
Easy
Brooke
dub.
here just kind of
Hey.
is partially staring in disbelief, just like, oh, this is one of the weirdest jobs he's probably ever done. Like, it was just supposed to be guard duty, but no, like,
Do you
well,
think
what just happened?
Do you think we could convince the nobles that he has now abandoned his job, and so we should split his pay among the three of us? Or
I mean, technically, yes. But...
yeah, right. I think so. I think they're a little preoccupied crying. We'll bring that up once we're in, right?
Guys are just going to fucking traumatize his poor normal family.
I don't know.
Here's an idea. Here's an idea. We could convince him to raise it to 12 for him since he got in early, but he's abandoned his post, and then we can split it 4 each between the three of us, so we don't have to split one
The
gold.
three tiefling siblings backing you forth, and your cards start moving forth, and the oxen pulling it are by command almost. They start coming through. You see, you see the younger sibling, Nowhere, eyes grow bright green, and his like pointed finger like beckoning to the oxen, and then they come forward after the beckoning, and his eyes go back normal.
Yep,
Dark
I would-
brimstone
I would
red.
Walk like at like the side of the front oxen. Be like, well, hello there. We're just doing a simple, escort mission into the city. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Alright, papers the tribute.
And Barnaby's kind of like hand the paper over, but make sure like the coins can be heard inside the paper.
He takes the paper, looks in. How much have you handed him over?
I would say like 5 gold.
He looks to you. It seems like this paper is out of order. He kind of points to it, kind of beckons and hits the coins a little bit, and he hands the paper back to you. Yeah, this is right there. You forgot to sign somewhere.
We'll get that done once we're in. It should still hold, though, right?
It didn't seem your bribe worked. Maybe it wasn't enough for the amount of people
I
that
would
you
like
have.
to step a bit closer and be like, I'm sure we can get that fixed on the inside, right? I'm sure it's fine, right? I would like to point out I'm a 7-foot tall fucking creepy ass insect thing with a fucked up jaw and burning eyes.
And he kind of stares up at you, and then he looks at his sister who's standing at 8'5". And she stares you down and whatnot. All right, we're gonna have intimidation off here. Give me intimidation, Vincent. They're gonna roll. They're gonna roll intimidation back. Nope, this is a one-on-one challenge between the tall tiefling and the tall bug person.
Oh.
They're going.
Wait, did the roll work?
No, you rolled it privately. Oh, hey.
Your 8 does not beat 20, and so she stares down at you, and she starts going. Her eyes widen a little bit, and she breathes. Steam starts coming out of her nostrils and whatnot. And she seems to be looming just slightly over you, and you instinctively just kind of cower a little bit. Like, you think your shoulders a little bit to make yourself feel a little bit small. But this is not even like this is just instinctively. You're not actively doing it.
Oh, damn, now I see what you mean. That's my bad. Let me just quickly look that over, I guess.
I'm gonna...
there it is. I hand it back with another 5 inside. And
10 gold?
So that's a total of 10 at this point.
Yes, this should do and whatnot. And they take the gold and they pocket it.
Not bad. I thought you meant the other.
And they let you through and whatnot. And as you're doing this and whatnot, like the wife starts coming out, and then she notices it, and she starts sobbing in terror and whatnot. After seeing the tiefling flare's nostril. So you guys just start going through the gate and whatnot with just sobbing housewife, basically.
Wait, who was the tall one that stepped up? The silent, like one of the sisters?
The silent sister, yes. The tall silent sister that didn't have a name tag.
I'll lean up to bars and be like, I gotta check what time she gets up. I'll be honest with you, she's awfully tall.
Do you want a repeat of Headstone Hill, though?
You have a point. You have a point. Shouldn't do that. Thank you. See, this is why I keep you around.
I thought it was because I could write, but that I do appreciate that.
The writing does help. I'll be honest. Mine does not look legible.
Can I get back on the cart at this point, or no?
Yeah, no. You hold on now, little.
Huh? You know, I got through here first before you. Therefore, I have right away.
God, you fucked up. Okay, so listen, man. Your job was to get us through with the cart. Okay.
You didn't say that. You made bets on me. How come you were scared of the tall lady and I wasn't? What happened?
Oh.
Okay, well, see, if you're made of flesh and bones and exoskeleton, listen, it's different. You wouldn't get it. It's different.
It's different. You're twice my size. She could look at me and I fall over.
I don't believe that. You seem pretty stable. You see the shield? I seen you lift that thing with ease. You can't tell me you just tip over like that. I don't believe that.
Right, so how come I got past her just fine, but you didn't? What happened there?
I didn't have a shield on me. I rest my case. I continue on.
All right.
You got one of those boomsticks on you. What the hell?
So after the passing of the gate, so each of you have successfully passed through the gate. Now, with this, you folks get a little bit of XP. I'll mark this off.
Hooray!
Huzzah.
If you you guys get a little bit. You each get 15 experience points. So make sure you mark that into your character sheet.
How do I do that?
So on your character sheet, on the top right, under level or next to the level, you'll see like something you can. There's a little 0 that you can click in. You can type 15.
Okay.
And for this point, this campaign, yes, folks, we will be using XP.
This is my first time using XP.
Nice.
Damn.
Well, I figured since this is a lot of people's first time actually playing D&D and whatnot, like for full campaign that won't end with Grim Hollow. Although I am tempted to do Milestone, with the way I've prepped the campaign with different homebrew, it made more sense to do XP.
Yeah. Because
areas are more level ranges than actual levels, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, folks, welcome on in. You have now entered the city of Baldur's Gate. After the events and whatnot, you all decide to part ways of thing. There are people who are playing guard duty. You each get 10 gold pieces as payment, so add 10 gold pieces to your character sheet. As for the other two and whatnot, you unfortunately get nothing. However, you have learned that several other refugees are meeting at the Elf Song Tavern, at least more of the adventuring sort of refugees.
How do you spell that tavern?
Elf Song Tavern. So Elf, E-L-L.
Elf Song, okay.
Yeah, Elf Song. Eventually, after parting ways with the noble and the crying woman in the card, he heads away. You all go to the market square. And it's basically one of the next areas out there. So you guys were in the outer city, over here, basically coming through. So you guys are just right here. Or let me.
Did you say elf thong or elf song?
Song, like music,
and not a brothel.
Song.
Okay, so we do know there is a red light district in this area, though.
There's a red light district somewhere. Yes.
Oh, of course. We're in the lower cities. There's gonna be a red light district. Okay.
How many, though?
At least 4. Believe it or not, at least 4. Only one good one, though.
Whichever one has otters in it.
I think that's the canal.
Look, we are furries and fedoras, but guess what? Baldur's Gate does not mean it's fucking furified, okay?
Okay,
Look,
it for sure
we
is
gotta
a
live up to our
Tabaxi
name.
red light district. I'm sure it does.
I just gotta live up to the name. Furries and fedoras.
Oh my god, first of all, none of you are playing a druid, right? And then second of all, let's not get fucking canceled on Twitter like fucking people trying to cancel Baldur's Gate 3 or the fucking house and thing, okay?
I like to lean over to the Tabaxi and be like, okay,
You can cancel me on Twitter at Demon Otter Games.
I'll tell him. I've
My
been curious
fucking
about
god.
this the entire time. It's like your like skin actually like soft, like you're just like the hair. I don't know if it's rude. I've never met
Who are you
someone-
talking to?
the Tabaxi. I don't know if that's a rude thing to say. Sorry if it is.
It's fine.
Can I like touch like your head and see it, like?
So he doesn't. At first he doesn't say anything, but he does hide, kind of bring his left arm behind his back. For saying, yeah, sure. You haven't seen a Tabaxi before?
You're not a single one, believe it or not.
So generally speaking, go ahead and give me a history check for Stargazer.
History. Normal.
Beautiful.
7. So you're not quite sure about Munsing, but you know that at least most of your people, Tabaxi, right? They usually come from the jungles of Mazika. Mazika. Actually, I have not heard of it before because I just know from what. Mazika is a more humid rainforest climate down in the southwestern part of the world. Other areas, there could be probably from Chult, where the land of dinosaurs, basically. Just maybe like 3 weeks travel away from Baldur's Gate by sea. But Tabaxis are travelers of all sorts, so depending on the different tribe of Tabaxi, they could be probably found in the north, but probably be more thick-coated, like a bobcat, or maybe like a tiger up there.
Maybe a palace cat.
Maybe. But Tabaxi that generally travel, and they don't have any like congregated thing. They're more nomadic tribes. So there are plenty of people in this world, that haven't seen a Tabaxi before.
Okay.
It is softer than it looks. That is surprising.
And as you're kind of were reminiscing a little bit, he started just touching you on a shoulder and whatnot, feeling your fur.
Yeah.
Does it help protect
I mean, it keeps me a little bit warm. I definitely need to. I can't wear too much, but I gotta keep it clean as well. It's not as easy as the humans have it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, damn. Yeah, sorry about that. My curiosity got the better of me.
That's fine.
Yeah, much obliged. I'll walk over to him and I'll be like, he's actually as soft and even softer than he looks. I'll be damned.
Damn. Really?
So you all make your way through the marketplace and whatnot, which I will. You guys will. The marketplace will be basically where you guys are at right now. Where Barnaby basically is. I can't really shrink you guys, but you're all kind of down there. Why don't we have Barnaby be the actual token people use for in the city? And then if you guys go somewhere else, you can use your tokens to go to that different part of the city.
I am the map snake.
I like the map snake.
So you guys are all in the marketplace, and it is bustling. You see a variety of different races all from all around Faerun over here. Faerun, another name for the actual Forgotten Realms. But you guys are all on Sword Coast. So all along Sword Coast, you can see your typical elves, half-elves, dwarves, halflings, gnomes. You see the occasional kobold, maybe even rare, the occasional dragonborn, but plenty of other more seedy type stuff. Like Dwagar actually will walk openly in Baldur's Gate. You'll see tieflings, no doubt. And there's a variety of different people, fire eaters, dancers, beggars, whores, even. Just on the marketplace. But in the middle, next to a food cart, you see a familiar looking face from the night before. You see Legoshi over there and with a cart, and you see probably about 32 different barrels of moderately size, and you remember that he had barrels of wine, so you can insinuate that he has 32 barrels of wine. And he's trying to currently pedal off to some poor thought. You all approach him and whatnot, and as he turns around and looks at you, he holds up. As the other person starts talking, he puts up, like, with his left hand, one finger kind of shushing him on the lips, like, "Friends, welcome on in, you made it through! Alright, first of all, I did not forget the bet. So, Barnaby Vincent from the night before, by all means, please take one of the barrels."
Thank you very much. I have to say, some of the best wine I've ever had. So this is thank you very much.
One of you can add to your sheet a barrel of wine, and it is 35 pounds.
I'll let the map snake do that.
I would be so over encumbered I wouldn't be able to move.
You can roll it. You can
That's
roll it
true.
around.
Oh, I can probably carry it.
It is a big barrel, just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm
You
a
said-
big, strong lizard.
How
no,
heavy is it?
no, I'm not. Actually, I forgot. That is my dumb stat. Somebody else do that.
I have an 8.
Yeah, me too. I forgot that our lowest got turned into an 8. So I... Oops.
You're what? Did who now?
Don't worry about it.
The two gunslingers might need someone to help them carry their fucking barrel.
I'll carry it.
Well, really, it's who has the most amount of encumbrance that they can take.
You said it's like 30 pounds?
I got a 255.
I'm at
Yeah.
53 out of 195.
So, just to give a quick
Because I'm just a queep. I'm a weirdo.
I had water in my mouth and now I have to vote and spit on my computer.
Me too, Kashuk. Me too.
That's it, folks. Folks, welcome to the first session for ending tonight.
By the way, do you know of any inns in the area that don't go too brassy but aren't like too run down, you know?
So,
I
by the way,
asked-
we are using the variance encumbrance rules. If you folks would like a reminder of variance encumbrance, I can give one after session. But we will. Oh,
Where do I see
Andrew-
my total encumbrance on these sheets?
In
by the way?
inventory at the bottom.
Bottom.
Yeah, there should be a bar at the bottom of the inventory screen.
Ah,
No,
sick.
so you have the 2/3 and whatnot. Basically, if you are past the first bar, you are considered encumbrant, and you have minus 10 movement speed. If you're past the second bar into the third segment of your bar, you are considered heavily encumbered. Your speed is dropped by half, and there's some
Damn.
other negative, from my understanding.
I got
So
like
I'm
15 feet
fucked.
of movement right now then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, heavily encumbered is fucking brutal and whatnot.
Oh, I gotta ditch some shit. I didn't know we were gonna be doing this when we were picking inventory.
Sorry.
Whoops. Yeah, I gotta get rid of at least some things. This is an issue. I think I have too many rations on me.
I know for me, it says I have. Oh yeah, so I have the Monster Hunters pack. So that's.
Yeah, that has a bunch of different items inside of it as well.
Yeah, I've got an explorer's pack and that's like 60 pounds on its own.
Yeah.
I don't even have weapons and armor, and I'm already almost at the.
I'm gonna have to
First
get rid of
section.
my hempen rope.
Well, you can sell some. You can sell some shit and whatnot. And possibly you guys could pool to get maybe a bag of holding, so that way you guys don't have to worry about too much shit.
Hold on, I have an explorer's pack that it says it has a backpack in it.
Yep.
But
So the pack is just a general bundle of items. It's not necessarily like a bag or something itself. So like it's like a preset determined amount of items, and a backpack and whatnot. If I remember correctly, backpacks, do they give any benefit by default?
Not really. Like it says he can hold 30 pounds, but it doesn't add to.
And it
your
doesn't. It
weight.
doesn't. That makes sense. Magic backpack will add to your total weight, but that's not it. But it can hold 30 pounds of equipment, essentially.
so it could hold. It could take away 30 pounds from my encumbrance.
No,
Or
it's still you still have to wait, but it can hold it as a container 30 pounds of equipment.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, all I got in there is some water and some rations.
The average high schooler's bag and whatnot, essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a lunchbox and like a Capri Sun in there.
Yeah, no, I had fucking like 8 textbooks in mine every single fucking day.
Rip.
I had like.
But so you're added now here, and as he gives you the wine, like, folks, I have some business to attend to, but please, tonight, if you would wish to, I would love to take you all for a drink, catch up throughout the day, see how everyone's first day, and possibly maybe we can get to know each other a little bit. As once I sell my stuff, you've all made it away from Elturel, and some of you seem to be doing objects. Could I be assumed you maybe be adventurous, mercenaries for hire, even?
Depends on the job. I happen to be an adventurer.
Not quite mercenaries, but absolutely for hire.
Very true, especially if you have any odd occurrences going on. Creatures that lurk in the night, especially the blood-sucking variety.
Yeah. Shell, Briscoe, you two for hire, possibly?
Yep. Well, my job has finished, so I'm looking for the next one.
Like I
Alright,
said, I'll
then.
kind of just do whatever comes by.
Alright.
These guys
Adventuring
seem
sounds
cool.
fun.
Well, then, friends. Well, I have a job for you after I'm done tonight. But let's meet tonight and whatnot. Let's say just after sundown. Sound good?
Ooh. I might be a little late. Zeus
Yeah,
and I
we-
have a little thing we gotta go to.
Yeah,
Well, it's not-
we have to go to a sermon of Il Mater.
Ooh,
Of the broken Lord himself, the savior of Fathering, even. Savior of the masses, common folk love him. Though his clergy can be a bit overmuch. There's a group of I would call them fanatics, zealots even in his clergy that really like to self-flagellate. If you know what I mean.
we kind of noticed at the gate.
Oh, you met one of the zealots,
Yes,
pretty much-
that's kind of how we got to have to go to their thing. We got through
wait.
the gate because of that.
Let me look over you. Are you folks sure you could take a flagellation session?
Wait, what?
Well, if you met one of the zealots, part of the sermon and the rituals is self-flagellation, or flagellation inflicted upon you. Discipline the body, discipline the mind.
We didn't give him our names, did we?
No. They just know what we look like.
it's a big city, just saying.
It is
It
the
is,
big
but
city.
that is,
We're
but we are
both
blue.
blue.
We are both blue. I don't think blue is very common here.
Yeah,
Well,
but
let's
like
look
the
around.
sun
How
lights
many
out.
how
Yes,
many blue
the
people
blue
around?
part is the part that's
Give me
uncommon.
give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see here.
Give me a perception check, each of you.
Oh,
Or-
Oh!
I have to drink.
Jake.
Oh.
Oh. Fuck.
Oh!
Okay, so I got a drink and Zeus, you got a drink.
The duality. The duality, I swear.
Duality of man.
Carter lives
I've
on.
been slow sipping. I'm out of
What are the odds? Teo gets a 20 and I get a 1.
Alright, so I already drank my drink, but I have Tito's vodka next to me, so I'm just drinking straight from the bottle.
Oh,
my
God.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody stop this madman.
I got a little bit of mead.
God, straight up Tito's is fucking hard and it burns.
Uh-huh.
Damn. Yeah.
All right.
With alcohol
So-
again.
Zeus, you start panicking, but then you see someone blue. Like, you found another person blue, but then you just realize, and you're staring at him, he has, like, wavy hair and whatnot, and, Python, you notice that, Zeus is staring at you very intensely, for some reason.
Zeus, other than me. I'm a boop.
Oh, right. Yes. Sorry.
Python, you see two other blue individuals here in the marketplace. You see a tiefling with a tail and whatnot. Currently, it's a female tiefling, at a stand and whatnot. She seems to be like a fruit seller. And another person is, you actually notice a moon elf walking about. Moon elves, or other known, are the counterpart to high elves, are basically just high elves from the Moonshade Isles. All intents are just a high elf, but flavored blue.
A blue flavored high elf.
Yep.
Okay, there's more blue people here.
It's a big
But-
city.
Surprisingly,
Another thing is they never exactly told us where to go.
They just said the temple.
They said
They
the church of
did.
they said the Church of Ilmater.
Yeah. But there could be multiple of those, right? Is there multiple?
You don't know. You've never been to the city.
Right. We could just say we couldn't find it. Yes. We're new to the city and we couldn't find it. Yes. If he ever approaches us, we said we tried to find it, but we couldn't find it.
lying to a city guard. I would never. I like these guys. You know that? I love to share a drink with you.
Oh,
Forget the whole thing. We go drinking, right?
It certainly doesn't feel good, but I don't know if I could handle a. What did you call it again?
I believe they said flagellation.
A flagellation session.
Ah, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'd prefer not to have to do some self-flagellation or flagellation brought upon me.
But yes, well, then if you're gonna see, possibly maybe we meet tonight. There's a rather famous tavern I've heard about. I've been there a couple times. Well, actually, no, I'm thinking of a different tavern. There's a couple different famous taverns. It is not by any means the entrance to Undermountain, but I've heard the Elsong Tavern is pretty popular. for
Yes,
adventurers and
we heard that some other refugees were going there.
Perfect. Then we can make more of your fellow brethren from Edgehill, refugees and whatnot. Church should be busy then. Elsong Tavern tonight then, and avoid the Church of Ilmater.
This seems like a good idea.
And what are so these two are in. What about the rest? And the rest of you, I shall see you there too.
Yeah, I'll just
Alright.
follow the party.
Perfect. Then, folks, I bid you all a good day. I need to fill the rest of my wine. And he turns around and goes back to the person and he starts haggling again with the person who was very, very livid that he got shushed. Like a little finger placed upon the lips. So they start getting to it. He starts yelling at Legoshi, and Legoshi attempts to go do merchanting, and eventually they have a pie thrown in his face, and he just moves on.
It's just
Good
like
luck
a
with your
pie.
sales, Legoshi.
Folks, and with that crowd overtaking, everyone going through, I assume everyone's probably going to spend some money here at the marketplace. And folks, that is where we'll end tonight's live broadcast part of the session. And we'll do some equipment buying, and also we'll talk about future and whatnot going through the other. So, folks, since that we're ending tonight, let's go down the list, see where people can find you at. Starting with Zeus, where can people find you at?
People can find me at ZEUS1915 on twitch.tv, as well as, I believe, Twitter. Oh, I'm forgetting.
No.
No.
It's ZUES. It's ZUES on Twitter 1915, and then Twitch, it's ZEUS. I know,
Oh, boy.
confusing.
Two different spellings.
Teo, where can people find you at?
Colorado. I mean, you can find me at Demon Otter Games on Twitter.
Totally not doxing himself.
Totally.
Nope. Yeah, you can find me at Demon Otter Games on Twitch. You can find me at Demon Otter Games. Where else am I subscribed?
YouTube? Picardo?
Yeah, actually, both of them. Yeah, Demon Otter Games YouTube. We're actually going to be posting a video here pretty soon.
Nice.
If you just Google Demon Otter Games, you'll find me a bunch of places. The one place you don't want to look is TikTok, because I've decided I'm probably not ever going to post there, but I am there.
Alright, Stargazer, where can people find you at?
On Twitch at StargazerBird and on Twitter as well at StargazerBird.
All right, Rook, where can people find you at?
You can primarily find me on twitch.tv/Rook the Bardling. Yes, I know it's a little weird to spell Bardling and not Bard, but that's just what it was at the time. You can also find me on YouTube with the same name, Rook the Bardling, and there will be a re-upload of the VOD there.
All right, Minnie.
That's me. You can find me at _Mini Diablo _ it's very cool on Twitter, or you can find me at just /Mini Diablo on Twitch. And that's it currently. Yep.
All right, Melon, where can people find you at?
They don't. Next
Folks,
question.
Folks, you can find Melon at Melons and Felons at twitch.tv. I also have the Twitter, but not very active, other than just posting like hateful messages to me on Twitter.
I
Constantly
have
bullying
never
and
said
harassing me.
anything mean to you on Twitter.
Melon's never done anything
Yeah.
mean in his
I
life.
have
What are you
never said
talking
anything
about?
mean to you on Twitter. I don't say
Yeah.
anything on Twitter.
You repost a lot of art though.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Don't.
Okay,
Huh?
now I'm gonna look
Sorry,
for
delete the VOD,
Melons.
delete the VOD, delete the VOD, delete the VOD.
And
Giant.
folks, I'm the DM of Furries and Fedoras. It's me, Kashak. You can find me here on Twitch and also on Twitter. Also have a Discord that you can come check out. Currently, the server's name is Cold Fried Chicken, and I'm not giving any context for that. But folks, thank you everyone for joining in, and players don't go anywhere. But I hope the viewers and everyone else
Context
Okay,
on
bye.
that.
have a good night, folks.
Yes. Farewell.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
Oh, and don't forget there's a free pimento taco in the glove box.
Ooh,
The pimento taco in the glove box.
Why I don't like pimentos.